All right. All right, we live. I need
Hey,
to record.
what's good? What's good? What's good?
It was
On.
good.
We are
On
live.
day. I'm about to say it's Thursday, it's Wednesday.
Okay, don't do
You
that. Don't take
ready?
away.
You ready for it to be over?
No, don't take away. But don't make my last day off. I gotta go to work on Friday.
You said you gotta go to work. I got it. You good.
Okay.
You got.
Yeah,
You said you off on Fridays.
Tuesday, Wednesday. So I work Monday night, and then that's like Monday is my Friday. So I go from Friday to Tuesday morning, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are my actual off days. Friday night I go back to work. So yeah, like I said, it ain't Thursday. Thursday night I only have Friday morning. No, ma'am, I'm not ready. I need all of my days off.
Yeah, I work Monday to Friday, so I'll be needing it. I need that weekend.
Okay, good luck. You know what? I've been doing midweek days off for 12 years, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I left I used to work for the Better Business Bureau, the chain of bureaus. I've been there for years. San Diego, and then to Memphis. And then when I got pregnant with my youngest daughter, I was supposed to be moving to Vegas, and I ended up having to stay in Memphis. Unfortunately, couldn't move back to the West Coast.
You said unfortunately, you didn't like Memphis.
Unfortunately, I don't. Memphis has changed a lot. When I first moved there, I was on my spiritual journey. That's like it was talking about me yesterday in the chat when we was, I mean, not the chat, in the spaces, talking about my spiritual journey when Black was like, when I was on my spiritual journey for a while. I mean, it came in tragedy, but there was light at the end of the tunnel.
That's how it goes.
Right. Yeah, that's always how it goes.
That was the change I needed. So when I moved to Memphis, like it was really, and actually I moved to Walls, Mississippi, is what I did.
Okay.
Don't judge me. Don't touch.
Okay, I will.
Right outside of, it's right, Walls, Mississippi is on a highway called 78 that goes into Memphis. And the other little township next to Walls is Memphis, Mississippi. And then you go over the border, Tennessee, into South Memphis.
Okay. No, I would never do that.
Yeah, so then the other side is Olive Branch, South Haven, Horn Lake, and all of that. And that the other side of that particular area will let you out on what is called East Memphis, where I ended up moving to. That's more of a county area over there.
Gotcha.
So yeah, when I realized that the Bureau was 45 minutes drive every day, I was like, yeah, no, we're gonna have to move to Memphis. Yeah, we ended up moving to Memphis, and then I had the littler one. Yeah, so it was okay for a while, but then I don't know.
So why didn't you like it? I'm interested because I ain't never been.
So. For me, just living there, it's never been, I don't know, it's just depressing. No, seriously, like, look, when I used to come, when I used to come, because I was coming from Memphis to North Carolina, to Durham. What is it, Chapel Hill? Greensboro. Those places were so nice to me. Like, I wanted to move. I used to tell cabs, like, I'm moving here. That was the plan. I was ready to go. But it just really, I think after Katrina, it got hit really bad from Katrina. I was still at the Bureau then. And I think that was a few years before I had my youngest, but like that changed when, and I don't want to put it on the people, but when you put people in situations where they've lost everything, our murder rate was already crazy. Right. Then you bring another whole, different type of people from different places, because it wasn't just Louisiana. It was also Gulfport, Mississippi. You had a lot of different people that was moving in different places. So you had a lot of implants coming in, and just the quality of life. They started gentrifying shit, and you had started moving people toward the east. That's why I kind of gave you that geographical lesson. And like I said, with East Memphis, that's considered, you don't really come out there after dark. So I love my
So my eyes lit up when you
Okay,
said
yeah.
East Memphis. I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah, you
okay.
don't really come out there after dark. Any Memphis, any time I ever, oh yeah, I live. All of a sudden, say, oh yeah, you out there in East Memphis. I'm like, no, it's Southeast. No, you're in East Memphis. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I guess you don't really come out there. So, I was with my people, and it just started to get even. I just kind of started looking at things with the school systems. That was my thing.
Yeah,
School systems start to get messed up. That's when you have a problem. So that's when it was kind of like, you know what? I need something new. And I've always been a person to kind of, when I'm tired of something, I'm gone. Just when there's a will, there's a way. I'm out. That's the way it was. When my mom passed away, I'm originally from Northern California, but after my mom passed, before she passed, when I graduated high school, she went and moved to Seattle, which is our second home. That's where they moved from Mississippi when her mother passed. So that's kind of like the family, her side of the family. They all the kids that were 16 and under went to live with my aunts there. So, that's kind of our second home. So I hate Seattle.
You hate that too. Look. All right, what about Virginia? What's going on in Virginia?
So far, like
band rappers. That's what's going on in Virginia. Band rappers.
First off, where I live in Virginia, see, that's the thing. When I move places, I gotta be around a certain type of people. I can't be around nigglets. I gotta be in a certain place where, you can't find me, but I can find you.
Yeah.
I gotta be, it gotta be a certain type of way.
Right.
Yeah. You said what, Mom?
Knowledge, why you said bad rappers in Virginia? That's it. You can't say everybody. Look, Nene.
Virginia, right, your fellow RabbitHole.
Knowledge think I'm North Carolina, man.
Technically you are though, Nene. Like
I kind of always was like,
career started here.
That's facts. That's big facts.
Kind of the implant. So just go with it. Just go with it. They could never call. It was the running joke. Like, you're a Memphian, but Memphis was like, sorry,
right.
Definitely not one of us. I had this white woman tell me, because I kept at the bureau when I'm talking to them. There's a street called Poplar. I used to say, oh, well, I'm Poplar. And she's like, no, it's Poplar. Popular? No, Poplar, like the plant. Bitch, I don't know nothing about no poplar plant.
I knew you weren't from around here. I could tell you ain't from around here.
That's what I told him. I'm like, y'all, I've had my little one. But I had told them, I'm like, okay, some of y'all sound just like the Negroes. Y'all trying to act like, you look at me, you got your nose turned up at me, but you sound like one of them over in North Memphis.
Right.
Like, don't play no games. Like, when I came out here, I sounded like Becky. Y'all, just saying. Hey,
that's how it be. I got a friend in Colorado. He said I sound like a slave. I'd be like, what kind of shit is that?
Let me tell you.
I'm like, what?
I didn't really want to go there, but that's another reason why I was done with Memphis. It was just the mentality of people. Growing up in the Bay Area, it was, my mother was a Black Panther. So she was secretary to the Black Panther Party. Her chapter was out of Seattle, but they didn't raise us to see color. But at the same time, my mother didn't want me to go to school in Mississippi. Jackson, Mississippi, she was not having it. I'd
heard about Jackson.
She was not having it. And see, Walls was only an hour and a half. So, like, I don't know, a lot of people don't really realize they just got rid of segregation like 12 years ago.
Right.
They just got rid of it. And depending on where you are, the mindset of those people,
They stuck in it.
Yeah, me being a transplant there, I come with this Tahoe on 24-inch rims, TVs all over. My other car, my Infinity is there. Then I buy this in LS. They like, okay, what is she?
Who is that nigga on that jet?
That nigga, right? What is she doing? And it was just like, I mean, again, I was blessed. My parents took care of us. We wasn't gonna want for anything. So yeah, one of the things my dad always raised me, hey, you work hard, you play hard. So my Tahoe is what I bought and I tricked it out. That was me. You know what I mean? But I didn't live outside my means. If I had the way
that would pimp my ride was out. That was the thing.
And I said, I was looking for a Denali before, because my father was last to pass. I was looking for a Denali before he had passed. And when he came to San Diego, it was like a year and a half before he passed away. And this Mexican guy was about to sell it to me. My dad was gonna buy it for me. And then I don't know what made me not buy it at that time. I don't know what happened, but I ended up, it was cocaine. Listen, I love
to drive.
Yes, it was a 2002. You
was about to get that with one kid?
I like big cars. I'm gonna throw the shoes in the bag.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw the clothing. Back then, I was, that was my former life. Yeah, that was, Yeah, I'm a homebody.
Right. Same.
Came in the house, you stumbled in the house. Listen, everything that was gonna stay in the car was in the car. The shoes, half of my article of clothing was in the back seat. Sometimes you didn't come home, so you had your little night bag over there. Everything was in the car. So yeah, I like big cars. I can't have those small, and I ain't small. What the hell I look like in a? No, I need to hop up in that. I need to.
Right, I feel that. See, I'm short. I ain't trying to jump up in there.
To be honest, I cannot say. I think I've had 2 small cars or smaller cars. Yeah, everything else been, and then I'm a Chevy girl too, so I can't really, I mean, yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You're shaking your head now because you got a big car.
What you driving over there?
Suburban, baby, Suburban.
You know what the thing about it is? I wasn't the Suburban though. Suburban was too long. You know what? I'm gonna tell you what traumatized me. Downtown in the Gaslight Lamp District, they had the parking garage. I seen this old ass, this damn geriatric called himself. First off, what are you parking inward where the hood is facing the bars? You don't park inward in something that big. He's trying to back out. This man pushed the car behind him damn near over the ramp.
Oh, wow.
And you know what? I don't know. It traumatized me. My aunt is sitting there. My aunt is like, sir. I said, come on. We don't see nothing.
Right. I ain't seen
we don't
nothing.
see nothing. We don't know nothing about what's going on. They got cameras. Hell, that man, I mean, he didn't hear nothing. His wife sitting there, she looking in the mirror. I'm looking at her ass like, and he don't hear nothing. He doesn't hear his truck hitting the back of it, and this car, and he don't hear none of that. Pushed that fucking car all the way over. It fell into the bottom, the other side of the bottom of the parking lot. Nose down, car like that. I said, yeah, we don't see shit. Let's go.
I'm gone.
Yeah, we gone.
Yeah.
That's the Suburban story. I like them, but I just, I'm afraid. I'm like, I'm not trying to hit nobody children. No dogs, no cats, no animals, because I will get out and I will cry. So yeah, no.
I'm scared to drive it. Salute y'all in the chat. Y'all share the lives. Y'all is mad people here. Everybody saying Wings the greatest.
Okay, I know I talk a lot. God damn it.
Nene, they was roasting you on your beard. Ziggy here. Roasting you on your beard. Salute to y'all.
Hey, I know he can't grow one right now. You know what I'm saying? So I told him it's cool. He can make it on YouTube.
He's gonna have to borrow.
Hey, Is it Taco Wednesday? I see you got the taco meat. It's Taco
Hey,
Wednesday?
every day.
Taco
It's tacos
Wednesday.
every day, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's a staple. That's a staple food in this house.
Oh yeah, it was Taco Tuesday last night. Definitely.
Taco Tuesday. You said you made up some Taco Wednesday.
Hey, you know, it's so crazy. I really had tacos last night and had tacos. Too.
Oh, well, it's Taco Wednesday for you. My child is listening. Like she holding up the soft taco shell.
Taco that she got. She like, yeah, taco. Look, taco leftover Wednesday.
It's leftover Wednesday is what
for real. Hey,
hell
anytime.
Thank y'all for having me. We had fun already.
Just don't let power cook it.
He said, "Don't let power cook it." Dang, how power you can roast it too.
Listen, Power is one of them Negroes that Chef Boyard Negro. Definitely, Power will sit here and we'll be talking about something that. Oh, these potatoes look very, very. You know, I would have put this garnish on. Who are you? Like,
yeah, we heard he was
out of the blue
trying to roast Nene plate.
Yes.
They think Nene can't cook.
They're gonna learn. They're gonna learn. They're gonna learn.
Y'all don't see Nene in the video over there, you know, whipping up some things. He can cook and he can dance. He probably can out dance some of y'all. Y'all better stop. You know, I already told you.
And they don't know.
Okay, he was doing his little. I said, all right, hold on. How you doing?
Well, I just want to say, I know it's a few intake guys in. Salute y'all, include my boy Nene, but salute y'all in the chat. That's either bricks or in the intake process. You know, saying Wings, she's doing her thing. So we got just little brief questions, not nothing too detailed, just brief questions. So I did want to ask,
because I want to be able to take a 10.
Oh, go to Facebook. That link. You just send her the link. Nene sent.
Yeah. I put it in the group chat.
Just turn your phone down so it don't echo. Just click it then. Yeah, just click it and you can see.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm definitely gonna be checking attendance.
Look, checking.
Yes, ma'am.
Look, checking attendance. So I wanted to start off with saying, what with doing the intake process that you have going on now, what would you say is the most rewarding and the most challenging thing about doing intake?
I'm rule sign now.
Virginia Rams.
No, that's intake. But this wig, I felt a few grays growing.
Oh,
yeah,
that was
them niggas.
I bet.
It's been, you know what? I have to, before I tear them down, I have to commend them. It has been a very like I had no expectations, but I have to commend them on how much a lot of them appreciated this process. You know what I mean? With like some of them, you didn't have to tell them anything, because the way that I wanted to do this was the first intake was kind of hard because they just had to catch on. The second intake, once we got a model of what we were looking for in the first intake, the second one, I tried to make sure all of the intakes came in at least a month prior to their actual grooming for their event. So that would give them maybe about a month and a half, 2 months to really get acclimated, and then kind of promote their own event and have a following for that. So once we got going, it was like everybody caught on so quickly, you know, so, and the battles, like the quality of battles. I'm sorry, and I've been kind of telling my bricks, y'all know this is not a secret. I say it all the time. You know, shit, the intake is kind of outworking these niggas. They looking a little different. So that's the upside. Like, I can't be happier. I can't be happier with the reception from Shata, which is, for some that may not know, that's ARP's brother, from ARP from Lawrence. Like, you know, they are really impressed. You know, so I can't, you know, with having no expectations to shit. Now, that's my biggest victory here. The downside, just the not paying attention. I have wanted to leave on several occasions. Because this is, I don't get anything out of this. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you have people who do shit for the popularity. Nigga, I was popular. I'm popular in my life. You understand? I've been the popular kid, the unpopular popular, whatever the hell you want to call it. I've been the person that everybody knew in my life. You understand? This is ghetto celebrity to me. So this is not something that I'm looking for accolades. You know what I mean? I've been in the culture 12 years. I was a major part in building one of the biggest brands faces that you have today in battle rap. I've done my job. You know what I mean? I refuse to really be targeted as a fucking woman in this culture because niggas don't want to listen and take lead sometimes. Or take constructive criticism for something that I'm just trying to tell them how to get it. Because if you had it, you wouldn't need me.
Facts.
You wouldn't need me. So I knew it would be hard to kind of implement structure into a program. As I've said before, a long time ago when Caps and I were, I think it was Caps and I, or it may have been just me. We interviewed Norbs, and I had asked him, it may have just been me, with the Breakdown crew, when I started the Breakdown crew. But I remember asking Norbs, and this was around, to give a little timestamp, this was around the time that they had Summer Madness in Vegas. And remember, if y'all remember, that's where the whole, I can't eat that, when Smack was really upset with the shit that was going on then. And I just felt then like battle rap is a sport, the way I look at it. If you've ever played any type of sports, there was always a structure. You know what I mean? There was always rules that you had to adhere to. Right. I had 3 uncles that played pro ball. So just being around them, you know, and them having to curfew at a certain time, away games, or even at home games, you don't stay at home, you stay at the hotel. Right. Lights out, shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? You're not at a level where we're paying you, but we are. I'm sorry, y'all, if y'all hear that, that's not AC, it's the AC in this room because it gets kind of hot in this particular part of the house, our apartment. But anyway, I felt like in order to bring 100 individuals that are not signed to the brand, there had to be some type of structure. You had to, you know, it couldn't just be everybody just here with no type of, you know, this is, they take pride. ARP, Shata, Lawrence, and all Dap, when he was a part of it, all of them, this is their brand. They take part in what they take pride in what they do. To be able to bring all these new personalities into their brand using their logos, there had to be something. Right. Starting with the bricks onto the intake, there had to be something. So these rules, that's been the hardest part of this journey, is people not, and me having to enforce them. People being so upset about different things. Oh, you're controlled, you're hungry off power. And this is not power. This is not control. This is,
definitely hungry.
It gotta be some type of structure though. Like that's part of the control though. Like I don't understand people.
Right. You know? Oh, she's taking her authority to her head. When people don't understand everything that I do, if I have to make a decision, even though, and actually when ARP and I did the interview on Sorry It's True, and then he was like, I don't care if Winged is wrong. I'm going with her. So in other words, y'all stop calling me. Stop sending your people to me. I'm going with her because and I don't hide that. I let everybody know. When I have to make a decision, they know before you know. I go to them, look, this is XYZ, 1, 2, 3, this is what happened. Let me show you the screenshots. Let me show you this, let me show you that. And this is why I'm doing this. It's always that, always. There's nothing to hide about this at all, because obviously you can't say that I dislike you or anything like that when I was the one who brought you here. You didn't talk to ARP, you didn't talk to Lawrence,
right.
Talk to me. Right. I made the decision. How don't I like you now? Right. It's business at the end of the day. If you can't adhere to what we're doing here, sorry, you gotta go. It's just what it is. It's not fair to the people around you. You know what I mean? And it's just what it is. But anyway, that's been the hardest part onto, you know, I think intake 3, no, was it intake? No, it was intake 4 when I was forming intake 4. You got people, I think that was when I was just really like, I'm walking the fuck away, because when battle rap starts to become too personal and you have people trying to threaten your life and do all these different things, yeah, no, we got a problem, buddy, because you don't know, I'm never gonna be that person to, I'm not a gangster, I'm not any of these things. I'm a law-abiding citizen. But you just don't know who, when you don't know who you dealing with, and you're making public displays, you're embarrassing yourself. And it scares me because you don't know who's watching. That's the idiot move. You don't know who's watching. And you don't, when people know my pedigree and how I'm moving, it would behoove you to just be, I can understand everybody wants the opportunity, but if you don't understand, you're showing why you don't belong here. And you do stupid shit like that.
Talking yourself out of the opportunity.
And I'm just sitting here like, you so stupid.
Right.
I just told them XYZ and you just checked off all the fucking boxes, idiots.
Hey, I feel it.
El stupido. But anyway, that's one of the hardest parts, because it really makes me feel bad, because it's just kind of like nobody really wants to have to deal with all that, because if I'm basically saying to you, hey, we want you in the process, after you choose to make that decision, and it's like, you know what, I like what I see, come on, you know what, let's do this. Let's make history, because essentially this is history.
Right.
We've never done anything like this. This is history. Come be a part of this history. I'm all for it. So yeah, when I have to let somebody go, yeah, that shit ain't easy. Right. That shit is not easy. So, I think that's one of the hardest things. And then it's just these type of, the negativity, it's just not worth it. It's really not. It's so many shit. I'm trying to find a way to get back in school to get the sociology degree. I could be doing that.
It's other stuff you can do with your time, but
because battle rap really be making me feel stupid, and that's no pun intended to nobody, but battle rap makes me feel like I need to be back in school, because
except power.
My language, the way I'm used to speaking, sometimes I be sitting here, I'll be on the phone, on my work phone, talking to people like, oh, that is not the way I talk. What am I doing? Okay.
Knowledge, you was smirking like you had a question. What was you smirking about?
No question. I'm enjoying her perspective. I will say, I'm glad you have rules in place. We here at the Rabbit Hole intend to break a lot of rules, and not now, because it's important for your process to play out. But we like to break rules around here because we like to push the envelope. So I appreciate that you have rules in place. I really do. And guys like Uncle Nene and OG Prime and EXO and Insight, they enjoy having rules in place.
They just seen what I did the other day. I left them the other day.
Hey, Thanos snapped herself out the group, man.
Man.
Like, fuck this event. Y'all figure it out and left.
Jeez.
Hey, fools got in line real quick, though. I tell you, they got in line real quick.
They're like, dang, she mad.
They was like, is she gonna come back? We gotta get her back.
Everybody like, bro, add her back. No, you add her back. I'm
hey, EJ was like, look, let me see what I can do, y'all. Cause I was like, hey, it's just that simple for me. I've been trying, like I said, I've been trying to lead the bricks for a year now. Like, seriously. They're like, no, I put Lawrence. I said, Lawrence, here, you know what? You got it. You got it. I'm done. You got it. Go ahead. Because at the end of the day, when you don't know, this is what I've created, yes. Lawrence is just gonna sit back and he gonna watch the magic. He's gonna check on it, see what's being done, when certain things need to be done, and it's a collective between the both of us having to make decisions. He's always there, even on up to ARP if I gotta ask him about something, because I'm always making sure that I'm doing, moving at the same way they would, you know what I mean, that we're all like-minded in certain things. So, but it's just, I'm a partner. I work on everything. You see what I'm saying? So this right here, I don't have to do. I'm still going to be a part of the company.
So with that being said, congratulations, by the way, on being a partner. What would you say what has changed for you? Like, do you feel it's more responsibility now, or?
It's really been the same responsibility. It's me adding more responsibility. Whereas, it's not as many main events, so it's not as much to do. It's the planning part of it, and it's the breaks. Then once we get ready for that event, it's okay, let's get to the main event and do all what we need to do. Once we got a brick system in order, a roster in order, bringing the intake in, that was just added more work, because there's 40 of them, and then I added another 100. So the workload, and I was not expecting for him to pull out no goddamn max out 3.
Hey.
And it's like, hey, you know what? I got these. Listen, I did the work. I got these set of battles together. Go ahead, let's do this now. Let's get
He cooking with that. He cooking. I'm gonna be there.
You didn't even say. We thought it was gonna be a DNC. You done came up with max out, my nigga. You done came your ass off vacation with a whole. It's time for work.
He thought hard about that thing.
Legit,
he was in his bag.
One of the biggest battle rap cars in history, and it just snuck up out of nowhere. Like that's crazy. It's crazy how that happened.
It's a beautiful thing.
And you only have 3 announcements. Jesus.
He was in his bag when he did it, because woo.
Oh, just wait.
We got like we got a second announcement coming tomorrow, right?
Huh?
You got a second announcement or a 4th announcement coming tomorrow, right?
That's what he said this morning. No, that's the 4th. That's the 4th one.
Yeah, we got they got Hitman Holla, Ill Will, Big K, and Young Ill, motherfucker.
And Verb and A Ward.
A Ward.
Right. Okay, 3.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So he said it's gonna be one more tomorrow. So I'm interested.
That's not it, but yeah, he said it's 11 battles. I could say that. He said it was 11 battles.
Oh, it's 11 now.
Yeah, he said 11.
Here this morning, he said it's 11.
He said 11.
And we just added on that one today.
I know who it is.
You always said you know who it is.
When did this happen?
We
I
know.
said, okay, where did I miss this at? I don't remember. I'm scrolling up. I don't remember.
He hit us with the, this was just booked yesterday. I'm like, dang.
And he said it so, when I know who it is. But anyway.
Yeah.
When he hit us with, I'm like, okay. Oh, that's a new.
He said he wasn't even going to be announced. He said it ain't going to be announced or nothing. It's going to be premiered at the event.
At the event. So get your pay-per-view or hurry up and get your ticket. Hurry up and get your pay-per-view and your ticket now, because he did say the prices are going up again.
Definitely, yes. Definitely get the pay-per-view, because I mean, I wouldn't want to miss it.
Yeah.
Sure.
This is yeah. And then just being in the building, I'm gonna have a gas mask on, because y'all kind of watch battles without lighting the hell up.
And so I did say, because last at Divide and Conquer, all 3 of us were there. We went together. Listen, I'm short and I can't see, so all I had was my ears. All I had was my ears. Listen, I'm trying to look kind of like, hey, I can't see. I can't hardly see nothing. So I thought Max, I was gonna be on the stage. I love the blue room and I love the environment, but I need a little platform or somewhere I can see.
I can get you a little bench, so you can sit up on the bench. I'm gonna bring one.
I need to be able to see what's going on.
Listen,
but the pit style, I get it. He said, people like the pit style. That's the original. People
it's
get
so goddamn hot. And I don't like people like that. So, I don't.
Hey, I don't know what you're gonna do in this event, because it's gonna be packed.
Oh, I'm gonna do what I did last event. I'm gonna go at the bar across.
It's gonna be packed.
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna be over there. Yeah,
they're gonna need more than one bartender too. That many people.
God. More than one.
It's gonna be packed.
More than one food truck, because You know,
It's
she's
gonna be packed out there.
this last DNC, they sold out. We had a Jamaican food truck. They sold out. They had a few things, but they sold out of damn near everything. They had shit. They had the cheese, no cheeseburger. Like they had like odds and ends. So,
They made
when I
their
got
money.
over there, yeah, they didn't have nothing. That was toward the end of the night. But yeah, I feel like it's going to definitely be double what the normal capacity will, we are going to stretch it to the limits of the fire marshal. We pray to God they don't have to come out, but I know it'll definitely be packed to the walls. It was already shoulder to shoulder. I feel like it is definitely going to be beyond that, and I ain't gonna be able to deal. I know I'm not gonna be able to deal. Because it's hard enough, everybody want to be in front of the camera, and then with the on-cam tickets, if you ever notice, I'm really never right there in front with the bigger battles anymore anyway, because I don't mind. I'm not the on-camera person for real. I would, if I was behind the scenes, I would. I don't like I like just doing what I do and being done. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to stand there and be, everybody want to be like, no, go ahead. Y'all go ahead. Do your thing.
And stuff.
Right. As soon as somebody say a bar, they pushing you. I'm ready to punch somebody.
They pushing you to get in the way so they can push the battle.
If I'm asking to play basketball, because you can't push and shove like that. I don't, and I understand I'm right there with you, but it'd be too much for me. So I'm like, y'all can have that. I'm gonna go over here and do me. And I mean, just the preparation of everything I kind of sometimes just want to be a fan, just watch the battles and be okay, drink a little bit. I can't even do that. So yeah. But it's gonna definitely be then, like I said, the marijuana in my hair, you be having to get on the plane. I be scared as hell. I gotta weed smoke. So I am scared as hell going. You never know, man. TSA got the little dogs out there. And Atlanta Airport, so every time I'm coming from a battle rap event, I'll be like, Jesus, please do not bark at me, dog, because I ain't got nothing on me. Right. I'm ready.
Like, don't get me out the line.
Please don't get me out. That's gonna be so embarrassing. And then y'all gonna be checking my shit and see that I ain't got a goddamn thing. You gonna be split. It's right. Like, no, it ain't me. So yeah. I be scared as hell getting in the elevator and be like, oh my God.
Right.
That was we came back from the event. I think I was with Caution and them. I can't even remember. We came back from the event and we went back out, I think, to go get something to eat, and then got in the car, and I'm sitting here like, Jesus. Like, oh my, it couldn't have been them. I can't remember who it was. It was somebody, I know they don't smoke, but getting back in the car, and it just, weed smoke. The car smelled like you left some good in there. I was like, that's us. Like, oh no. So yeah.
Feeling like a loud pack. Hey, that's how
I'm like, but again, that's part of the ambiance. I can't even be mad.
I smoke, so I think I'm immune to it. Therefore, I don't even be noticing.
Girl, you can't breathe. I be sitting up here. You sit right here, like.
Say, look, not the blue room gonna be foggy.
Girl, it be so much fog. You can see, like, no, seriously. You can see the damn smoke through the light. You be like, what the fuck? Oh, you think the movie The Fog? You think it's like that? Because it's just, I mean, seriously, when Big K and Mook was battling, I was like, I just want to see how Big K starts. I don't need to see nothing else. Once I see that, he do good. All right, I'm going. Okay. He's standing in the back. All of a sudden, everybody, you see one motherfucker light up over here, no one in front of you, then this other one. I'm like, all right, they blowing the smoke, the smoke coming in my face. Okay, I'll be okay.
It's like you in there, you can't miss that battle. It's like
it's the
main event. We've been in here all night. You got to see this, and you be like,
right. No, I've been outside all night, and then I come in for this, trying to see this, and you can't breathe. So it's like, nah, you know what, y'all got it. I'm just gonna stand out here. I'll open the door and just kind of look and see and listen. That's what I'm gonna do. So
we definitely enjoyed ourselves the last bit. So I'm planning.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. That's the thing about it. The experience is always that Blue Room just got a different type of feel. It's just
and you know, I feel like a lot of leagues throughout the years have tried to present that feeling in different settings. It's been tried to be channeled, and you know, you hear a lot of leagues, man. You know, it's different over here. It's different over here. The Blue Room is the first time that I truly felt like, yo, this is different. Like this energy cannot be matched. It can't be duplicated anywhere else. Like until you're standing in this room, even seeing this shit on camera, you can't appreciate like what it really is. You know,
I'm telling you, when I walked in there for the very first one, and I think that was Closure, may have been. Was it Divide and Conquer? No, it may have been Closure because it was. Did we do? What did we do? Blood, Sweat, and Tears. I can't remember. But that's when I put the picture up, and I was like, I'm feeling a little bellyish up in here because like,
yeah, I got some Blue Room pictures myself. This is like, okay. On the skin, right?
You never see my skin looks so beautiful.
Right. I'm trying to take a picture in the Blue Room. I got a couple pictures myself.
Listen, I was like, let me just take this picture. Yeah, like a completely, like I had ginger hair and everything. It was just, that picture was like, oh my God, this shit is so bomb. And then different people who took pictures, like if you wearing, anybody who has not been to the Blue Room, let me tell you, and it's like, again, here's one of the other experiences. Make sure you come in there. Your shirt better not be dirty. Don't come in there with no beige and it's supposed to be white shirt. Because we're gonna be able to tell. Color. We're gonna be able to tell. But like on camera, if you're trying to get that camera look, anything neon is gonna glow. Like it's gonna glow. Like ARP's shoes, his hat. I think my shoes were actually pink. They were neon pink. So like the glow of the shoes, that shit was, I was like, this is
I think it was Show Off in Pain too. They
had the venue GPS.
So like, I don't know, I just look at little stuff like that and it just kind of made it more like, wow, like niggas is in here. Yeah, it was fun. Like I said, it was a lot of fun. It really was. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all come coordinated. Be on camera, and you ain't gotta worry about where you stand because the blue room is gonna catch all that. It's gonna catch all that.
It definitely does. It definitely does. Well, let's take it back a little bit. I did want to ask as far as like just battle rap period. Like what made you start getting into battle rap? What was like the initial like, I want to do this?
There really wasn't one.
It's like you just started.
Listen, y'all gotta put that on caps. Cause that was not what I was coming to do. I never that was not what I was looking for. I started in the Facebook groups, you know, so I didn't even go into the major Facebook groups like the Chris Unbiases and the Coon Gang groups, the I think it was 750. Them type of, you know, because you had the little group wars and different things. I was in a group called First Take. That was a group of like 300 people. And then I was in another smaller group of 70 guys. A few girls, but you know, that was back then when girls didn't even talk. They thirst trapped. They didn't talk. It was a few of us. It was a very small few that talked battle rap. That's it.
Yep.
And I wasn't in there trying to catch nothing. Shit, I was in there. I was going to school and working from home. I wasn't, you know, and I don't know what on my Facebook came up and showed me that there was an algorithm for battle rap. And just came up from, I guess, the battles I was watching on my computer. I don't know. And I'm like, a battle rap group. Yeah. So I've always been a debater. So, you know what I mean? That was just kind of something, and got into these little small groups. And because for the most part, I've always worked overnight. So I was working overnight, watching different battles, but I noticed that the men didn't really talk female battle rap. And Caps was blogging. I don't know if y'all remember Zilla from 100 Bars magazine. He had started his periodical. That was his second venture. And then Rain had her show with D something studios, D&G Studios or something like that. So, and then there was Norbs with Battle Rap Arena, I think it was. So him and Jesse Reekin, and just listening to them. I mean, you know, Caps was always the person on how I felt.
Right.
Like I used to be like, fuck yeah, like
say that shit, right? Talk that shit.
Right. I would, and he was all over. He was watching everything I was watching. So I used to put his blogs or Zilla's features in the different groups, that the two groups that I was in, and I would make little questions early in the morning. And there was the group that we had early in the morning, and then there was the group that trickled in. So my questions, we have been 4 hours talking about these questions, then other people would come in. So it was just, I've always been that person to kind of start the conversation, and that's how that started. And then Caps was just like, you know, that's dope, you know, I appreciate your support. And I'm just like, hey, you know what? You be talking the shit, I be talking. So a lot of people don't know, like, that's how our friendship started. And then people who don't know, the original Angry Fans Radio was myself, Caps, and Henny. And that's how I met Henny in the same Facebook group as Caps. And so these are the people that I'm talking to, along with another guy that I forgot what Marlon's group was named, but that's how I met them. And we had our own little chat, you know, that we would talk about different shit. And then I talked like them. I've always been, I don't call myself a tomboy, but my good friends have always been men. So I've always been in the barbershop type conversations. My parents, again, I come from a sports family. So anytime to have some margarita and whiskey with the men and the women, you know what I mean? Football, whatever. That they had, anytime there was a game on, that even if it was soccer, they got a party going. Right. And so it was just, you know, it was always like that. So I kind of come from that. So that's kind of how the debating part started. And I looked at battle rap. I've always looked at battle rap as a business where, you know, there was a time where it was always the handshake, the friend, oh, you know, I'm gonna put you on, you know, this, that, third, the buddy system type shit. And I did not understand if you're exchanging money for services. It was so much little bullshit that I would hear about. And I just really didn't like that. So I kind of always been that person, and that in my life, I've always wanted to be this, I'm gonna speak out because this isn't right. And you know, that's kind of how it started. And then he went to the whole, I told him he should do podcasting. Like I told him that a long time ago, before he even, you know, before him and 3 had got the show. And we were gonna do something with Zilla with 100 Bars magazine. And he was still kind of skeptical about that, but again, he was really cool with 3 Letter Man. So me and him would talk about things, and then Tim came with the situation. And by that time, he had made me admin, and Angry Fans movement had started. So that's when he was just like, I'm gonna start that venture, whatever. That's cool. I told him, look, I'm gonna get the group flourishing. You know what I mean? Hell, we got 10,000. The views are there. So let's, you know, the business part of it, we talked about, handled that. He started doing the shows. Tim's son started to get sick. He was really sick. And so he had to fall back. And then that's when Caps came up with this genius idea of bringing a woman. And I was like, you know, knock yourself out. I'm good on here. He's like, no, I'm telling you, it's gonna work. Watch. I said, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. He was like, just watch. I'm telling you, just watch what I do. And so that's what we did. And here the hell I am. In the background. I mean, this was never really, podcasting is cool. I like it. I still have my show, but I've always been in the background when I started to kind of rub shoulders with the league owners and different people that I was meeting from the podcasting. I started to get cool with the battlers too, and kind of consult them with different things. If they needed battles, I would call this league owner, look, such and such trying to get on, whatever. So I've always done that. You know what I mean? When ARP and them came on the scene, and this may be one of your other questions too, but when they came on the scene, and ARP and I was very like-minded as far as the business aspect in battle rap. And so that's when him and I and Shata got really cool. Then Lawrence came on, got really cool with them. And then it came to the point where I was just like calling them like, okay, I'm tired of seeing such and such. Why you keep putting them? Nobody wants to see this. Let's bring back this person. Let's do this. Let's do that. But as a fan, we don't realize what we want may not always be lucrative for the business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So learning the business model along with the fans' perspective. And then I just remember one day ARP was like, look, if you can facilitate this and this and this, let them folks know you got my direct number. So it was some things that I was trying to facilitate. Some went through, some didn't. And that's kind of how the relationship was with them. And then, and then they moved to Atlanta. So it was like, oh, I'm there. Every event, I'm there. You are right around the corner from me. So yeah, it was kind of kismet really, so yeah, that's how that happened. But it's just everything happened so fast. I definitely was not trying to be here.
I definitely remember back in the day, like seeing you like you said, it wasn't a lot of females that was like actually in there for the like battles and just actually doing work. I hated that, like a lot of times, like when the work that I did do was kind of like, I didn't want to be seen as just like, oh, it was at one point where I was doing stuff behind the scenes, but people only saw me as Z's girlfriend, and it's like I didn't like that. Like, but it's like you gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to be in a female out there because there's so many male. Like I'm in a lot of male dominated stuff with battle rap and gaming alone. So it's hard, but it's just like this is entertainment for me. Like this is what I like to do for fun. This is my hobby. Like I don't really do a lot of other stuff. Like this is what I like to do.
That was it. That's like me and Caps could be doing shows. Look, what you doing? It's Christmas. What you doing? It's Thanksgiving. I ain't doing nothing. We done. I just got off of work because I work through the holidays. Listen. Remember I said I work, my off days is during the week. The holidays always fall during the week. That's extra money. I'm getting that dough. I'm not taking off for shits. So,
for sure.
That little double extra, what is it? It's overtime plus time and a half, double overtime. Yeah, I rate the hell out that company.
Have Christmas on the weekend.
My youngest daughter, her birthday is 4 days before Christmas. So yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
I'm gonna need that
celebrate anytime.
She expects Christmas and birthday. Now, we don't do one in both. No, she expects birthday and Christmas every year.
I feel it.
Yeah, Thanksgiving, yeah, she expects, okay, so we're gonna do this, and I think they go on break and then they come back, and then she expects her little birthday party at school. Well, she's older now, so that was elementary, but she used to expect the birthday party right before they went on Christmas break. And yeah, so between Thanksgiving and Christmas, yeah, I'm gonna be broke. So yeah, it was always work and this. It was just, there was no, real hobbies. And like I said, after I had her, I slowed down a lot anyway. So, it kind of became this. And like I said, I never looked for any of this. I was cool being a fan, because like you said, the way, unfortunately, I know I have said this before, I know you said it before, the way females are looked at in battle rap, whether it be of their, of their own ambitions to do what they do, or, whatever, you can't look at everybody the same way. You know what I mean? It's not really fair to that person. You have eyes, you can see. This person ain't that person. You know what I mean? I'm not judging you by every other person, but a lot of men in this culture think that it's okay. And it's not. So, you know, but I've been that person in my life. I'm gonna be in regular life. I'm gonna be that person in this, you know, in this culture. You can't really play with me like that. You know, my father raised a protector. He said, all you have is your name. And you're not gonna do that. Y'all motherfuckers don't even see me because I don't hang out with y'all. I will be right there in your face at a battle rap event. And one time you see her, the next time you don't. When the event is over, I don't shake hands. I'm gone. I don't hang around. It'd be too much shit. You know how when you were younger, your parents always said, what you hanging around for? You hang around, that's how you get in trouble. That's the way I've always lived my life. I don't hang around. Too much shit be happening. Too much shit be happening. So I'm good. Yeah. And then they don't, I did my party and we already talked about that earlier.
Yeah. No. In
That
the house.
Oh, I missed the juicy stuff.
In the house.
But no, that's, you know, so like I said, it's just the stigma that we get. This is not something that I would have signed up for because I do have a temper very badly. Sometimes I've been known to go viral sometimes with my rants. And I don't be wanting to do that to people but you shouldn't.
Juicing up, guys. I'm juicing up. Y'all being way too nice with these questions.
See, look.
Oh, Lord.
She has been running them up with the podcast.
This is how we do, though.
She has been running them up with the podcast. It's time to get into some nitty gritty.
I have to get the warning. So it's three of us.
What are you drinking? Milk?
Right.
Milk.
Rum chowder. Thank you.
She drinking.
She tried me already. God,
we have the different personalities. So you already know me. We have the different person. You already know me. Knowledge is shout out to Scoop not here, but the original podcast is the three of us.
You need to set me up.
Knowledge is the villain. The nemesis.
Let's go. Let's get to those because that's what y'all here for. Not in the plan. What we talking?
All right.
I'll be right back.
I guess the first thing I want to ask is when is Uncle Nene skipping the process and jumping in front of the line? Yeah, because I don't really care about those other battlers you have in your process because this is the rabbit hole and we're very, very biased and we like to talk about us.
Okay. Well, this is great, and this is my process, and yeah, that doesn't happen.
But he's so amazing.
He absolutely is. He absolutely is.
Okay, we got common ground. All right.
Of course.
Loaded nuts in two battles.
I mean, look, ARP spoke of, he was the only, I say that all the time, he was the only battle rapper out of all of the bricks that he even mentioned. That says so much.
Bricks. You got a couple bricks on losing streaks.
Did you tell them that?
You know, a regular fan can't get on the spaces with you guys, you know.
Oh no. You have a whole podcast. You can tell them that.
I've noticed though some of these breaks, they're a little sensitive. They get a little sensitive though.
There you go, Nene.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I be trying to, and you know, Wing, I be trying to tell some of these bricks, you know, what's up, and then all of a sudden they get their feelings, and you know, I feel like they have a hard time, you know, taking some.
You can't handle the truth.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, which here's a question I got, right? Like, so if I pink slip a brick, what are the conditions? What are the conditions that have to be met in order to put that stipulation up, for one, and then for two, once we pink slip them, do they got to go through the intake process again to get back?
It depends on the stipulations of the pink slip, and a pink slip, shit is a pink slip. You're gone.
Yeah. Okay.
Do we get that job?
I
said we like I'm back.
We already had that happen. I mean, Larry Bull put his pink slip up and we saw what happened there. He tried to do a one-off to come back. And it didn't, you know, unfortunately that didn't happen. But I mean, nobody else has put up pink slips before. So other than that one time.
Yeah, you know, they're just content with being on losing streaks like Jay Breed.
Was that a losing streak?
It's definitely a losing streak.
Okay, who did you have him losing to?
He lost his 8.
That's his eight.
And he lost the 2 before that. Don't get me to. I'm rum chata mode, so don't get me to be specific. The people in the chat agree with me, correct?
He lost to.
Oh, he lost his 8.
Okay, but you said two after that. The 2 after that.
The 2 before that.
He didn't have. After that was or before that
It was a loss.
Reaper Rail and Show Off, I believe.
Talk to me, chat. Y'all agree?
I think he definitely lost the
Chat
show.
agrees.
And here's one thing about some of these bricks too, right? Like I feel like personally, once you've established yourself as a brick and then you start taking place on smaller leagues, it's really important that you're a good representation, right, of RBE when you're doing these, you know, away from home games. Now, granted, if you battling a trash dude on another plate,
Like Power.
and that dude just sucks.
He didn't battle Power though.
I know I'm just taking random shots. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
I just, yeah.
To me, it's not necessarily a win if you get through your plate and just don't fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, that almost still counts as kind of a loss.
Here's the thing. Is it on the battler? And now this is just me because I wouldn't have put him up against what you would say a trash battler. But is it for him to not take the battle because they choose to enlist him? He didn't have a choice on who he picked. My thing is, if you're taking away games, your ass better not get whooped. So he did his job.
Because those battlers aren't stars and they don't know how to. Never mind.
Well, but you can say
it's
that.
Kicking in.
No. You can say that with anybody who pays for battles to battle these elites, knowing you're not ready for them.
Okay. So it's still it's still a good look. Is if he's catching a bag to go somewhere and he gets a clean, even if it's not necessarily an outstanding performance, even if it's not necessarily, you know, body bagging somebody, as long as he goes and does his job, then he can come back home. That's a good look.
Because we watching. Well, I am.
Yeah.
And I report back. So, you know, that's just kind of what that is. And when we put the rankings out, you really can't be mad if you're not 1 or 2 or 3. You have to know that.
Yeah. Okay. Is it a takeaway from the fact that, you know, someone like Breed, I've noticed a fluctuation.
Stop picking on the little fella.
And his numbers. No, I mean, he be talking big shit, man. So I'm trying to, you know, he's up in his high chair right now. So I want to be able to talk to him like an adult. You talk about him like
the baby his
You talking to me?
Feed the baby his peas.
Hey, but you know, to me, I don't know, man. You go to like one of these leagues, and if one of these smaller leagues, right? If the artists that they're pushing do better numbers than the numbers you brought to their league, it's kind of like, what are we doing? Like, all I'm hearing is like, I made it to RBE. I'm good enough to get paid, so that's all I care about now. I don't care about my bars. I don't care about.
Here's the thing to that though. The funny thing that you mentioned, you're not in their chat, so you have certain bricks that's like, y'all know Wing is diabolical. She didn't make this intake process for no reason.
Right.
They know that. If I feel you get comfortable, I recreate.
Okay, so lost in all the joking and the trolling is a truth. And that is a lot of your intake guys, they see weakness in your bricks and they are chomping at the bit. They want your bricks.
As they should.
How long do they have to wait until they can take someone's job? They want it. They deserve it, some of them.
It's not a waiting period. It's a tournament that you're going through. Because here's my thing. A again, as we talked about rules and all these different things, you just don't walk on. You got to work for it. I'm not bringing anybody over here that ain't working for it. That because obviously, if I'm seeing things and I feel like I need to recreate, I need to make you. That's just like in a relationship. You somebody break up with you, you break up with them, you upgrade, right?
Right, right.
I have to upgrade. What I look like, allowing all these hundreds of people coming through RBE, and they ain't better than what we got.
Right.
On the promotion, on the branding, and the battling. How do I look? Not bringing the best of the best.
Right.
You got to be battle tested. I got to see that you're not going to fold. I got to see you have the right attitude. Because along with wins and losses, listen, I'm a straight shooter with the bricks, with the intake. I am a straight shooter. You got a fucked up ass attitude about shit. You're lacking on your promotion. You're losing battles. You're not elevating. Some of them are contracted. I can't do nothing with, but the ones that aren't contracted bricks, I still have free reign.
Mm.
See what I'm saying? But at the same time, all I can do is make a model of a situation that's better than the one we have. And some of them may sit on the bench for a while, or some of them may end up in a pink slip match. You just never know, but you got to keep everybody on their toes. Sometimes
so constant movement, constant elevation. I like that.
Absolutely. That's what we do. That's what I do. You're not getting the opportunity for no reason. I need a return on my investment.
Right.
I like her, folks.
Look, Knowledge, you couldn't wait to talk this shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna calm down now. I like the answers I'm hearing.
I can still
She's got
hear
a great thought out process. I like it.
It's the power shot. It's gotta be.
Oh, it's definitely a thought process. Let me tell you, ARP came to me in March. And when I started this in December, recruiting, I don't call it recruiting because again, with the process, I don't pick anyone. I don't recruit anyone. My motto is that you have to want to choose this. We are chosen. RBE, we are chosen. You got to come to us. And it's not being arrogant or self-centered or anything like that. Anything that you want to do in life that you choose to pursue, you want it to be a battle rapper, you choose that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you choose, you're gonna give 110%, right?
Sure.
If you know RBE, you're paying attention to RBE, we're not gonna be coy about the situation. RBE is not the first pick for a lot of people at one point in time.
Right. That's fact. That is fact.
We're not gonna act like that wasn't the case. It was not, no. But for some people, it wasn't. I don't understand how it wasn't because this was a wide open friggin' door. A wide open door. You was a dumbass if you didn't think about that coming in. The fact of the matter, right, for real. But the fact of the matter is, and a lot of people get mad at the fact that my ear is to the streets. You see what I'm saying? That's where I came from. That's what Caps and I always did. We were always for the underdog, which means that I always had to keep my ear to the streets. A lot of the streets said they wanted to do other things. So when I came over here, y'all got to remember, I remember when y'all was saying y'all had to do other things. So you got to get to the back of the line. The people who wanted to take their careers in their hands, I'm going to work with them first.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, I feel like the only reason why you want to do this now, because you see it's a flourishing situation that has some buzz to it, and now you want to jump on board. I don't want nobody over here that's trying to show a little leg for another nigga's attention. We're not doing that.
Right.
No, I feel that. That's fact.
We're not doing that. I'm sorry, I'm talking about men, but that's the way I feel like y'all have sometimes.
No, we've even got some close friends who are in RBE. When we feel like they go back and forth at times, and we tell them, man, cut that shit out, man. Commit to it. It's a great process. It looks
right.
on the outside, looking in, it looks like a great deal to have.
It's a demanding process. I stay on your ass. I'm sorry, and I tell everyone this. I'm a complete asshole because I can't want it for you, then you want more for yourself. You understand? Like, I really give half of my shit. It's my day off right now. I should be somewhere doing me at a massage parlor or some shit. Massages are wonderful. What are you talking about?
Yes, indeed.
I recommend it at least
Indeed.
once a week, twice a week, whatever your money look like.
Yeah,
Yes,
really money.
I'm telling man, listen, that little woman be putting them little heat rocks on your. Ooh,
The hot stones, yeah.
yes, they
I
are.
went to chiropractor today on the hydro bed. Listen,
Telling
making I want to get
All
up.
right, relax, Deshaun Watson.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's other stuff.
You know,
it's
the leaf wraps too, and the mud baths. All
the
right.
relaxation because battle rap gets stressful. And it make you not want to do it. I've been in place. I keep telling them this is my last year doing this shit, and I'm sticking to it.
Cap,
I'm sticking to it.
cap.
No, but to add what you're saying, Wayne, like I feel you, and like, and I kind of like, I feel like I've noticed scintillations of it through the intake process, where I feel like now that fools have gotten here, some of them feel like they made it. You know what I mean? So now they like, well, I'm already gonna be on the card, so I don't really got to do much else to you know.
Or
let
when
me
they
see it.
come in, or when they come in, I'm here. I got more accolades than y'all do. I ain't gotta do what y'all gotta do. I all I gotta do is rap. Just call me when you got my opponent.
Yeah, yeah.
Excuse me?
And it's a shame because
I'll
you know,
get you the fuck out.
right. And
They
you
think
know,
it's motion.
not to give him too much shine because you know I definitely see that there's talent in here that notice that this is an opportunity, a hell of an opportunity to build something with it more than just what you know the opportunity is initially being given. Like if they see the seed that we've been given, we could all plant something different that benefits our own self, even if they you know doing it for selfish. You know what I mean? I think it's important in any juncture that you know if you're gonna be a part of something to build, you should try to do it in a way that benefits the whole of it. You know what I mean? Because that automatically is gonna come back for you in tenfold. But you know, even on a selfish tip, like it kind of surprises me how many fools don't really understand or don't look at it like, yo, like you gave me the opportunity. I bet now I'm bringing sponsors in this way. I'm going out here. I'm setting up these connections. I'm networking this way because now that my name is attached to this, I can do that. You know what I mean?
Too far, bro.
And rightfully so. That's the thing about it, as I've told them. You don't necessarily have to be brand owned, or I don't want to use the word owned, but contracted or on the roster, a representative of RBE, you're still under the umbrella. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that, and I'm gonna tell you another thing, going back to, as Knowledge was saying with the, you know, bricks versus the intake, one of the things that really wasn't my selling point, or it was more so the advantage that the intakes that will make it to the bricks, they would have had one up on a lot of the bricks, because if they make it through this process, you got 4 battles on RBE already with a fan base battling niggas that don't nobody know.
Right.
Then once you get through that onto the finals, your final battle is with the bricks who have made their name to get you onto that roster and see if you're good enough to be on that roster, which would put you at a 5th battle for the year with RBE. If that ain't nothing to boost your career, I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
That was happening.
What happened?
Was that an exclusive? I don't think you were supposed to say that. Would you? What?
I made the process. What you mean? Is that an
Okay. Hey, all right. So you heard it here, folks. Hey, if they fire enough, they're gonna get a shot at a brick.
Oh, I thought you didn't know that.
Yes, you've been saying the intake first bricks is coming
You
up.
know what? Now, listen, we're gonna fire you because you.
No. Okay, so
know
what
what?
you're seeing here, is big cap, and I have to cap for you because I have access to certain information that I'm not supposed to, and so I got to make it look like I don't have that information. That's all it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't know that was information that was already public.
Already public.
Okay.
Yes,
That's
Okay. My bad. I apologize for the cap rabbit hole fans.
No. But for those who don't know, now you know. Yes.
Right.
that last event for the intake, if you make it that far, to the 5th battle will be a brick battle.
Ooh, we finna smoke some bricks.
Yeah, we already know. I'm gonna have to say, I'm with knowledge on this when it comes. We got a team.
The bricks will be able to choose who they want. However, I get to intervene if you try to get something too easy.
I was about to say, you already know they gonna try to avoid battling.
I mean, yeah, no, definitely. They know. I try to line you up. I'm not playing. My thing to the bricks is, and I actually said to the intake, I'm not your friend, I'm not your auntie, your sister, your cousin. I am here specifically to line you fuck up. Period.
That's how the good folks at the RabbitHole do it, man. They've lined me for years. They've been lining me up to get fucked up.
It builds character.
We knew you were great.
Right.
Yeah.
Miss Peaches, we see you in the chat. We are lining you up, Miss Peaches.
Oh yeah, even the bricks has been on the show.
We've already picked out the bricks.
I hate to do it to y'all. Even the bricks has been on the show. Pain / I love you /
Yeah,
we're coming from all y'all. See no too. We come from all y'all. You my bro. We come from all y'all, bricks.
My girls
got the team.
Guys too. That's the thing about
it. Tato. I need to find me a female, but it don't even matter.
We like Tato.
We coming for her too.
No, we XO.
I do. We coming for her too. These are the ones that I like. That's what I'm saying. These are the ones I like. and we need to send our folks over there. We will get through the intake. That's all.
Hey. I foresee it.
Confidence.
I foresee it, but they definitely listen. Don't get it fucked up. The bricks are paying attention. They are paying attention. They talk about certain people every single day. Yeah. They see what y'all doing.
My ears.
They gunning for you, Nene.
My ears get hot every day. I be like,
Nene the fan favorite.
They just know you promote, and they want to get a battle promoted. They've never had opponents that promote.
Down to break records.
They definitely it's just some of them have, especially like a coach. Coach is like, yeah, okay, I see a few of y'all. I'm gonna have to line you niggas up. Like, I'm gonna take a couple of battles, wing, line me up with a couple of their asses, because they ain't coming over here.
Coach is at the top of my list.
Very, very, very good choice. Yep.
This man building gingerbread houses out of graham crackers. I knew right then and there. I was like, nah, I got not gonna let this man tell me I can't cook and he over here doing shit like this.
It's amazing the stereotypes they put on you, Nene. Which,
but I love
as a white guy,
That's but I love it.
It'd be funny because we know Nene and they know. It'd be so funny.
No idea, right? That's so funny.
I'll tell you, Nene is a great, fuck the talent, Nene great talent, but Nene is a dope person to talk to. I'm telling you, she's a dope person to talk to.
I would not be surprised at all. I mean, like I said, I noticed that when he first came on board and he's in here with all these ignorant folk. We don't care what you say, white boy. I'm like, and he's like, yeah, okay, but you know what? I like him already. He know how to bob and weave and give the sarcasm, because I'm a Gemini. I love being sarcastically funny with motherfuckers. I just love doing it because you get mad. I don't. I take pleasure in it. So yeah. Definitely, that caught my spine. Senses, right. The antennas went up. I said, you know what? He make a good one us. Okay. They already say he look like Big K.A. Ward. Look, he may fit right on in.
Right on in. Right on in.
Definitely. That doesn't mean anything in tape. Look, I hear y'all now in the chat.
I said, talking about Nene. Yeah, you already know.
Man, you gotta be likable to build a fan base. You know what I mean?
Right.
You have to definitely resonate with the fans. That's, I mean, again, that's, you have to stay visual. You have to be able to do all of these different things. That's something that I've told them too, like with Uncle Nene, EXO, several of them, even with the bricks, on the brick side of things, Def, the kid, 6A, we just had this conversation in the spaces, and I'm letting them know, like, y'all have outside of the Breakdown Crew Network, you know, that's EJ, myself, Savage, that have different platforms of our own. Unfortunately, EJ is part of staff, so it's so hard for us to get shows in like we used to Slam and Bricks. And I had started the RBE Media, and then ARP started Sorry It's True. So it was just like, you know what, it's too much. But having your own personal, what you say?
No, go ahead, continue.
Having your own personal podcast plugs at arm's reach. Why is it that y'all not utilizing stuff like that? You know what I mean? Like, you should have these people, not necessarily EXO or Nino, or EXO or Uncle Nene, but some of the other ones that have these outlets. They're not using them. Why would you not be using them? You know what I mean? That was like, I think I used Ace Amin as an example. Ace had DI, who, you know, he had the whole mantra of Mr. More interviews than battles, but he became, you know what I mean? That's what really put him out there. Why wouldn't y'all use something like that?
Right.
So, like I said, it's really dope when you have these different situations that you can really become a people's person or a people's champ or whatever you want to call it, with your individual situations that you have right there in your face. Some of these people have great personalities, but don't know what the hell to do with them.
Unfortunately. Yeah. But that's cool, because that's why we got people like me here to fill up that space.
You know what? Exactly. I'm gonna tell you that one time, and I ain't gonna tell you it again. I'm gonna see if you listen and if you apply. If you don't, battle rap is truly 30% rap. That's what got you here. 70% is how to keep you here.
I really appreciate that, because I say that a lot, like, as far as like just being a person that, you know, we don't consider ourselves like a full league, but just being a person who has thrown battle rap events, it's like you could get like a name, or somebody's been on the main stage of book them and they don't promote. It does nothing for you, especially a small league. You spend all this money for certain battlers and they don't even promote, share the flyer, do certain things. It's like you got we start putting promotional stuff in the contract, because it's like you got to do that. You can't. It's a lot of like people on the main stage across the board that don't bring people in the building. You might get some views on your YouTube, but they're not bringing people in the building. And it's like that's a big part of it. And then you see other people, that other battlers I've seen who do promote, and they have such an aura about themselves as far as their personality, where they may lose a couple of battles, but they keep getting booked because they got a fan base.
The promotion, yeah. It's their fan bases and their promotion. Because again, going back to a while back when I used to tell ARP, like I used to get so mad about certain top tier or, you know, battle rappers, and I'm like, they've lost all that damn something just flew my eye. They lost 3 battles already. Why do you keep booking them? And again, you get on that business side, you understand why, because these are the ticket sellers. So, I mean, these are the people who are going to come through that door and give, even if they lost, they're going to give that performance. They're going to hype that battle up, because again, but I also look at battle rap a lot like boxing. You know what I mean? And selling that fight is essential. Knowing how to talk healthy bullshit to each other. You should be you niggas who roll dice, play cards, dominoes, whatever you do. You talking shit to your friends, whatever. Why can't it be that? It never has to go further than that.
And that's what's funny to me is like, it's interesting where you can see battle rappers really get emotionally invested to the point that they actually want to take it anywhere further. Because it's like, man, if we can stand on stage and talk about each other's mamas and killing each other, and like, if you think in real life you could say you're gonna kill me and it would be cool. Like, no, but if we're agreeing, this is a social contract that we're both agreeing, we're gonna kill each other 1,000 times, we're gonna fuck each other's girlfriends, and we doing, it's like, bro,
Talk about your mama, talk about your kids, all
it's
that.
wild that
Talk
anybody
about your bad cooking.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a fact. Why are you so sensitive when it comes to the selling of the battle? Like, I really don't understand that. I mean, again, it can be done so beautifully. The art of words, the way you know how to manipulate situations and just, you know, like I use the rematch for Arsenal and Hollow. And you know how he took it back. He had the whole, you know,
Yeah.
but if you remember in that face-off, Hollow came in there with the manila envelope and this, that, and the other, and he made it about the whole exposing. But if you remember in that third round, Hollow never talked.
Never got to it.
Never got to it. But made goddamn Arsenal talk about it. And he completely said something in a whole, you know what I mean? Like to me, that's beautiful to be able to that's the Jedi mind trick. My nigga
Right.
made your ass expose yourself, and he never talked about it. I never talked about it. And I just remember sitting there like, Arsenal, you played into that shit. And he, you know what I mean? Like he never spoke about it at all. Like I like shit like that. I really like the art of words and the mind manipulation that you can really see in a person's eyes and their demeanor, that they, you know, that you just really back them down and you got them nervous and off their game. And that's how, because I always tell the bricks, and you know, it's psychological. Majority of this game is tactical. How do you go in and get this person off they stoop? You got the pathway, you can do that.
Right.
Start there and then move forward with your material. You know what I mean? Some you have style clashes, some of the great style clashes, that person was never gonna, or you never thought they were gonna beat this person, but yet and still they don't rap better than this person, but they're a performer, but they can talk that shit like, you know what I mean? They confident in a motherfucker and kind of have you nervous. Like that shit, I love watching that. Like that's what the face-offs are for. That's what selling the fight is for.
Thanks. And that's why that plays into things like, you know, this Hitman Holla and Ill Will battle, where it's like, to me, not to take away from Hitman, but he's not like one of the greatest lyricists in the world. But knowing that he's gonna be in the blue room, I'm like, I literally don't know how that room, like the room's gonna explode, like literally spontaneously combust, just because of how he carries himself and his energy and what he brings to battle rap. It's unlike any other battle rapper in battle rap, you know?
Absolutely. Like I said, and then remember how, speaking of Hitman with Cassidy, we brought that up before, and how, you know, with that, they had the couple of face-offs and how that, you know, kind of transpired there. They brought up Nick Cannon and all this other stuff, and then Nick Cannon is in the building, but Nick Cannon is on Cassidy's side and not on Hitman's side. Like little shit like that helps to win battles. You see what I'm saying? So you bring all these different things that aren't of the actual rapping in for, you know, it's just, it's I've always called battle rap theatrics, because like you said, you know, these niggas is in scene, you know, artists. That's the way I look at it. It's battle rap theatrics, because you're half you niggas gonna be on RICO. Well, you know, I said that a while back, didn't really think niggas was gonna be on RICO charges, but half of y'all are fashionably gang banging. You know, half of y'all, you know, it's a lot of unnecessary shit, but necessary to sell the fight. I mean, this is, we go and, you know, movies that go to theaters, they put all this money into the marketing of that movie for you to go watch it, for you to come out in droves to watch it. That promotion of those movies, you know what I mean, showing the best clips from the movie, but still it's enough. It's just enough, but not enough that you say, you know what, I gotta go see this. I definitely gotta go see this movie. This is all you're doing.
Right. I like how you call it theatrics, because like I've always considered it like monk theater. And the reason why I say that is because, so theater, right? People rehearse this play over and over and over and over again to get it right? But the difference between us and like people who do theater, thespians and shit, is they get to perform the same play multiple times. Battle rappers are like monks. Like if you know monks and their artwork, they have a big stipulate. They'll create artwork just to destroy it and let it go. So it's only in existence for one time.
Right.
And that's what that's where I feel like we're on a level higher than some thespians in some respects, is you're doing all of this for one time. You don't get to redo it. You don't get to rap these raps. I mean, some people be rapping these raps again somewhere else, but if you respect the craft, you don't rap this shit ever again. And it's like all of this goes into this one moment that's going to be hung up in the expansion of time.
Archives.
Yeah, like
I say, you know what, that's a great analogy. And the only reason why I say battle rap theatrics, I did drama. I did drama for a few years. I love drama for real.
You look like a drama kid.
I did. I played the flute. I did all that.
I was about to say you did chorus too, didn't you?
I was gonna say she's singing.
I did.
You look like it.
I did.
I definitely played.
I did chorus.
I was in every talent show. Yes, sir. I did all of that. All of that. I did a couple of spelling bees, but yeah, for the most part, I love drama. So listen, coming into battle rap, it was like, I mean, you always have, and that's taking nothing away from people who come from different parts, because there are certain leagues and league owners that I've met on this journey that, you know, part of the reason they do this is because of it's getting different kids off the street, kids that wasn't, you know, living certain lives that didn't have anything to latch on to, you know what I mean? But
that type of constructive outlet.
Right, very constructive, very constructive. So like I said, it allowed them, again, I used to tell cats this all the time, that parts of battle rap, the reason why, you know, I even really, I always watched it, but like I said, getting into this community, a lot of the word weird goes around a lot. God damn it, we all weird.
All weird.
There's no way in hell I can tell these people at this job, I watch battle rap and show them a battle, I probably wouldn't work there. I would not work there. There's no way I'm gonna tell them, oh, but it's fake. It's fake, it's not real. You know, no, because they play such good roles. You know what I mean? It's, but we all came here for different reasons. It's, you know what I mean? Again, when I lost well, most people know, because I lost my mom, my brother, and then my dad, all in the course of 9 years. And a lot of the anger I had, like I said, finding battle rap at that time, I don't know, it drew me in. You know what I mean? I think we all kind of possibly had, we were forbidden to ride, like we could never ride the school buses or any buses at all. So we didn't get the opportunity to be on the back of the bus where kids is rapping and putting, you know, doing the beats on the, we didn't get that experience. We didn't get that experience. However, I have a lot of family that lived on the East Coast. So my very first time, my cousin that lives in, well, she doesn't live there anymore, but lived in Delaware. And we used to take the train over to Philly, which was crazy because I was just like, damn, I never realized that that's where you was taking me. And she's like, girl, yeah, I mean, 15, 16 years old, we going to Philly baseball at the basketball courts or whatever, and then you see these niggas rapping and shit, and you're like, you know what, that shit got a fire, all right, you know, whatever. But those are some of the things. In Cali, we kind of did it a little differently. You at the lunch table and niggas trying to rap or whatever, and everybody wanted to be a rapper. You know, even myself, trying to write little rhymes or whatever. I could rhyme, but I could never really rap. So
ain't got no bars.
I got bars. Listen, I speak in bars. Don't get it twisted. I speak in bars. I'm from the Bay. We got to gift the gab. Like, that's what we do. I just, you know what, in my former life, I have everything else that a battle rapper should have. I just would never ghostwrite. I let nobody ghostwrite for me. I could probably put that shit together. Like, I got, they want to see Lawrence and I battle. The Bricks want that battle. So
XL4.
Yeah. Hey, that sounds definitely entertaining.
And I was with Caution and Breed one day, and we laughing about it or whatever. And then I just kind of start freestyling. Caution down there wrecked the car. I'm like, bro, calm your ass down. She's like, no, call everybody. We just said, I'm like, because Lawrence and I are in the same profession. So it was just kind of like, some of the shit that I had off the top, I did my little thing. I mean, I did a little something, just skosh. But yeah, there's no way in hell I could do what y'all do in the short amount of prep time that you do it in. Like I just,
Yes, you can.
there's no way. It would take me a good year and a half to craft some shit.
Yes,
For
you
real.
can.
I be forgetting the lyrics to songs I listen to every day, so I already know.
Listen, I am forgetful. I'm Dory for real. I will forget some shit. You can tell me whatever. You're in good hands because I'm gonna be like, what you say? Yeah, okay, repeat it again. I remember that part. Oh, yeah, okay, that's what you said. Now just tell me all over again. Because I remember the root word, but I don't remember all the rest of that shit. Like it be too much.
Say the wrong word. It's the right rhyme, but the wrong word.
Right. That's why I will go back and pull up on a song. I have to get the lyrics and be like, okay, yeah, that's what that was.
Look, they already say, Nene, you need a translator, Nene. They already say translator.
That's what with Nene, like I said, that he's going to be a problem with their intake. Like I said, with the intake, what my vision was to go up every intake in talent. So that's kind of what I did with them. This intake, with them, it was kind of like, all right, we have the first intake was cool. We lost a lot of our guys with that first intake because of the situations. Some were truthful, some weren't on their choices to do both of the programs.
I'm gonna go get a crucible.
Right. So it was like, you can't do both.
Right,
Just,
right.
it's not even about, I don't want you to, you couldn't. There was not, there was no way that you were going to be able to do that. And then I didn't want to put people in a position to where their opportunities are lost. Kind of what we've had, you know what I mean? That was a time where it means so much for them to be able to make these opportunities happen for themselves in the intake, because they may not happen for them again, depending on the situation. Whereas a brick, your battle ends up not happening, or you get ducked or something, we can bring you back. They don't have that luxury. So I really try to keep away from shaky people. You know what I mean? I understand things happen.
Especially during building a foundation or something. We can't have no shaky shit.
I completely understand that things happen. But, these people have spent money and time and energy on these things. And, it kind of, Nene's, even with Nene's opponent, I have not heard from.
Right.
So how do you feel like, as far as like, I guess when looking at the talent that you have now in intake, do you see any people or any other guys that you could already see or kind of project in the blue room or in a blue room setting?
I could.
I know 4 guys right off the top of my head.
You would. There's a few. There's a few that have everything. Yes. That have absolutely everything. Yes. I do. Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I got 2 questions because it's been sitting on my brain the whole time you were talking. I noticed you mentioned you don't like guys to stray away from the program. You want them here focused on what they're supposed to do. Hypothetically,
all right.
A battler just wants to go to the trenches tryout just because it's exposure, not looking to get on the trenches, just wants to go and can fit it in between, I don't know, an intake battle or two. Would you frown upon that? Or do you demand, you've got rules, do you demand 100% focus?
I demand 100% focus. I cannot stop you from doing anything, but, and I don't really know how the trenches program works. I don't know if it's just a tryout and whatever. I don't know how that works. If they have a set process like we do, or if it's just one tryout. Right, or if it's right, just you being on a card. I don't really know how that works, so I can't really frown on that. I would just say you be the better judge of that. All of this is based off of you. Part of it is based off of you making the best choices for you. You understand? We have so many battlers that get caught up in bullshit because they're chasing opportunities. Commit to one thing. If it's for you, it's gonna be there.
Okay.
They gonna come find you.
That led me right into my next question. That was perfect. You've got 40 guys, right? 50?
In the bricks, or are you talking about?
Oh, you got 40 bricks. It's about 60 in the intake, right?
100 that have come
100
through the intake. Yes.
Does RBE have room?
That's why only 16. 100 will enter. 16 will move forward to the bricks.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only 16 that will move forward. What's gonna happen is the ones that end up going to the gulag, whether they win their battles or not, it's gonna be the best of the best. So right now we're in the semifinals. 4 is semifinals. So we're gonna have 3 events that starting right now. So intake 4 is battling all of the guys from 1, 2, and 3. There's a 16, there's a top 16, there's the hateful 8, and there's the usual suspects. I kind of gave them themes because all of them are kind of symbolic to something.
Great Tarantino movies, first of all.
Huh?
Those are great Tarantino movies.
Listen.
Great Tarantino movies.
Thank you. Love Tarantino. God damn it.
Boy.
You know what? People that get me, it's so easy to translate things when there's people that get me. You know what I mean? So
you did that. Oh, you do got bars. You do got bars. Okay.
Hateful 8 was actually EJ's. When we were talking about this, he was like, wait, I forgot what I said. And he was like, Hateful 8. You know what? Hey, oh, that's what I was thinking. Kill Bill, actually. Tarantino, Kill Bill. And he was like, I was thinking of the assassins, Lucy Lou's assassins. And I was like, you know what? Like, I like that because the assassins these are the ones who should actually be in the 16 because they're doing everything that they're supposed, or they've won their battles. They've had great performances, all those different things. These is the ones that should be in there, but the only reason why they're not is because they're slacking on their promo.
They're slacking on their 70%.
That's 70%. That's 70%. And being around. Half of these fools are not even in, they don't know what's going on. And, you know, and I understand, you know, my biggest thing to them is I understand you have life, but I do too.
Right.
And I wake up to these motherfuckers. Like, seriously, if I had a man, I'd be in trouble. Wondering why the hell my goddamn DMs is going off in the middle of the goddamn night.
Hey, man.
You know what I mean?
Welcome to our lives.
Welcome to our lives. It's like you cannot be with somebody who do not understand what it is to be in battle rap. There's no way.
Yeah.
Like there's absolutely no way. So
I give a smoke every day anyway.
Huh? That's why I gotta have my own. I gotta have my own. You can come over, but yeah, you can't stay. Cause yeah, you're not gonna be trying to tell me that's somebody. No, nigga, that is the intake. See? Yeah, no, I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing it.
No.
But anyway,
I don't care about that shit.
All right.
Like, see, I done ruined my relationship because of y'all.
That's a battle rap.
You talking to who? Who is Winged Truth? Love you.
But you know, even with that, with the male battle rappers, I'm very, very conscious of stuff like that too. So I always make sure that I know the woman in your life. I address her first. Like I'm very old school with that. My mom, you know, I'm sorry I grew up with morals. but I make sure that the girlfriends, the wives understand, yeah, I'm gonna hit him up at this time if he ain't doing what he's supposed to do. But that's your support system. You understand? So I always make sure I'm big on support systems in the bricks and you know, now to the intake. I'm very big on that. Who's around you? Who's your go-to when, you know, things are, who's supporting your dreams? Because if you don't have what you need, you're not going to be able to do this.
A lot of people don't.
Right. And part of this job, like they don't understand dealing with so many different personalities. Like motherfuckers don't understand that. I deal with essentially 140 different personalities. That shit ain't easy.
On a daily.
Very conservative.
On a daily basis. On a daily basis.
A lot of them have more than one personality.
It has to be help with that. You see what I'm saying? So having your support system and knowing your support systems help me to help you. Is, you know what I mean? I'm not new to this. I'm completely true to what I do. You know, very dedicated to what I do. So yeah,
well,
but
you're looking at the rabbit hole. That's why we created it. We're the support system. So if you want to send me flowers,
Yeah, I mean, he lied.
So I just did a what the hell was that class that I just did? That's bribery. I'm not sending you shit. I think it was core responsibility. Something I just did. Some of them damn courses I just took that I didn't certificate.
Hey, look, I went back and forth about kissing your ass the first time we went to the. I was like, should I bring flowers? Should I do it?
The first person to be a bouquet of roses. Oh my God, they paid off Wayne to let Nene in.
Right.
I know. I'm
right,
out because I deal with 140 you motherfuckers. And I ain't got no life.
Hey, salute, because I know I couldn't do it. They get on my nerves. You see what I had to deal with, right?
Okay.
So, and I deal with a bunch of them. No, good. I stick to being a fan. Don't look like that.
The thing about men and women, like, you know, that shit is not easy at all. It's really, you know, but I absolutely, like you said, I said I was leaving. And I said I didn't want to do this no more in battle rap, but it's like
I say that often.
You know,
it's easy because you're like, fuck this shit.
You know,
Cut it out.
I don't want to do it.
I'm going off. And they're like, somebody will call Breed or Zay or one of them will be like, Wayne, coach, Wayne, you know we ain't letting you go. You know that, right? Listen, I will be there for you. I don't care. Just you. I don't want to talk to
because it's nothing to do but to demote yourself to a fan. It's nothing.
Right.
I did it for a little while myself.
I put Lawrence in that damn group. Lawrence said, when you coming back? I talked to them and I told them how you feel and what your demands are. I just need you to come back to this group. I'm like, no, Lawrence, you stay there for a while. You can deal what I deal with. Lawrence called me every damn day. Have you decided yet? Are you ready yet? Are you
no break?
That's how we was like, no. He was in the group chat with me and ARP. No, you know what? No, we ain't gotta come back. Talk to her. No.
Man, let me tell y'all something. Rabbit Hole, if y'all listening, let me tell y'all something. She capping. Because she may not remember this because she meets 1,000 people every event, but I met her at Intake 2. The first thing I said to her is, do you need help with anything? Put us to work. That's exactly what I said. I said, put us to work. She's like, no, I've got a great team. I'm okay. So believe me, if she was so stressed out, if the work was killing her, she would have put me to work. I would have did it. Now that I'm thinking about it, that was my flowers. That was me kissing ass. That was
the flowers that you
right
gave.
there.
See, you about to learn Wayne real quick. I don't put nobody in position the first meet. That's what I do. The same way I am in real life is the same way I am in battle rap. I was saying the first swamp. I know you made it famous, but that's myself. I don't do that. Not that I wouldn't want to. Look, ARP tells me all the time, listen, when you need help, just let me know. But he's allowing me to bring whoever I want to bring in. But that comes at a cost because battle rap is about who you know.
Can't trust everybody you know.
You can't, everybody, I tell them, everybody can't come to the cookout. Just as well as I'll be paying attention and
Power.
they are, I'm that way with everything I do. I can't allow people to be around me and their opportunities.
Right.
These people are such genuine people. I would never do that. So, I mean, and like I said, I appreciate it. I'm always telling you no, but trust and believe, I'm always paying attention. I'm always paying attention. And the first time I see the telltale signs, yeah, it's, you know.
You gotta keep it that way, because that's clearly an integral part of your success. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta trim the fat. You can't just, you know, even if shit gets, you know, those challenging moments and shit like that, you know, it's way better. You want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. Don't be
gotta do it yourself. And I am that person. And nobody knows my mind. You understand? They really don't know my mind. So it's easy to put somebody in position. And even the people that I have in position, it's kind of like, okay, scoot over for a minute, let me do this. Because, you know, not that they're not doing good jobs. It's just, I may think of something and I never want to make the people feel like that are around me that I have put in position that they're not needed, because they really are. It's just, I am a micromanager in terms of a lot of things that I've done have been just an idea, and it manifested itself just when ARP, because this intake is, he really is the person who gave me the idea for this intake. In December, he was just like, maybe the second week in December, he was just like, you know what, it'd be dope if you and Lawrence had, like, you can get this situation going or that situation going, and you can do like a mass intake event, or not intake, 1SK event. And I just remember I was like, you for real? He was like, yeah, why wouldn't you? Like, you know, in the off season, I said, so wait a minute. I mean, the wheels was going. So does it have to be in Atlanta? He's like, no. I mean, you in Virginia, if you want to do it in Virginia. And see, Virginia, a lot of people don't know that, where, you know, I love rumors, because you motherfuckers don't listen. My father worked for United Airlines. I have been damn near everywhere. Traveling is in my blood. As I said earlier, if I don't like somewhere, I get up and go. Like, I don't mind starting over. I don't, you know what I mean? It gives such a great peace of mind to be somewhere else and moving around, doing different things. But anyway, long story short with that, Virginia, I've come out here.
She'll be right back, folks. She cut out. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay right with us. We'll try to get it right back. Shoot. Since it's just us and they want to know what goes on in the rabbit hole, you know, let me go ahead and say it. Hey, Nene, and this goes to Prime and Coke and XO and Insight. I'm proud of you guys. I really am.
Okay, I don't know what happened to me.
Okay, there you go. You're back.
Is it me?
Yeah, you're back now. We can hear you. We can see you. Can you hear us? Oop, you just froze again. So while she's frozen, we will announce that Uncle Nene.
Can y'all hear me?
Oh, never mind. We were about to announce the Loaded Lux versus Uncle Nene on RBE intake, but we can hear you, but your video is yeah. Can you hear us? Okay, she's gone again. All right, so there have been talks of Uncle Nene versus Loaded Lux on intake 5. Oh, she's back. Damn. Never mind. That's lies. All lies, all rumors.
I heard it. No. I don't even remember where I was. But anyway.
Jesus, what were we talking about?
Oh, the end.
Yeah, you're in Virginia. You're in Virginia.
Yes. So he was just like, yeah, I mean, wherever you want to do it, whatever. And that day I said, okay. So I had talked to Lawrence and he was like, Lawrence is like, don't give me more than I can handle. It's cool. But we ain't supposed to be doing this all the time. Like, how many do you want to do? I said, Lawrence, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it
Joke's
big.
on you.
Right. He was like, listen, but he always tells me, whatever you want to do, it's your show. Lawrence is like, look, I want to make the situation to where you build it, you run it. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna let you do you. Whatever assistance I have to play, I'm gonna play that. That's the way he is. That's really the way he is. So I'll be like, look, Lawrence, okay, I want to do this and this and this. So when talking to the both of them, I was like, all right, well, I found the building. I did this. I had help with people from here that were just great. So the first situation didn't really fall through. And then, like I said, we had situations with the battlers, but I just felt like it had to be solid. You know what I mean? It had to have all the working parts. I put a plan together in maybe 3 or 4 hours, maybe less time than that.
Jeez.
And before you knew it, I had the flyers up, I had everything going. Aaron, he was like, oh, you wasn't playing. First event was out the way. He was like, all right. Like, it was so great because the battlers, he started seeing these people tagging him and like, who are these people? You know, and it was just, in the second intake came along and he's like, okay, this is great. So what are you doing? Let's talk about this. So I don't really like this word. I know, I know you have this, no, ARP. All right, so here's what we're doing. Let me write this down. Bing, send this to you. This is the whole game plan written down, he's like, damn, you really put a lot of thought into this. I said, well, what did you think I was supposed to do?
Right.
Come on. He was like, but I knew you said this. And I mean, it's been great, but what are you gonna do if this happens? Or what if this happens? I said, there's fail safes. Look, read right here. Y'all are the fail safes because I know how y'all are. I.e. Uncle Nene, and out of all of the bricks, the only intake man spoken about. I told him, y'all are the damn fail safes because I know because his big thing was, I don't want people to look at the word process as it being so rigid. Anything can happen because I know how they are. They will see these battlers get overzealous and be like, nope, I want to sign him now. That's how we ended up with 40 damn bricks. But anyway, it was like, I told him the intake understand that it's a process by way of there's a standard, there's exclusiveness, there's rules, there's a whole regimen of things. We want this to be more like a tournament. There's a system that they have to abide by in order to get this. They understand that they may not make this, but if they do this, this can open doors for you. It's an ironclad situation. You can't lose unless you get kicked out. You can't lose. Right. He's like, okay, so all of the battlers that are flourishing, that's appreciating this, they're now showing their appreciation. When they're promoting, they're tagging them, they're looking at the promo, they're looking at these guys having fun doing what they do. And this is the first time, because ARP will tell you, a lot of time I don't know y'all until Wayne puts you in front of me.
Right.
So now he's waiting for the battles to come out. He's waiting for this person because their promo was great, or they were on this interview that they just tagged ARP to. Like, these are things that when he didn't expect for it to be this. And like I told him, he did a show the other day and was like, if a battler doesn't want to promote, I'm like, fuck it, I'm not booking you. You understand? So it's kind of like everything that Wayne has said, you heard it. This is what we do.
What else would you say that you look for outside of the ring, other than promotion? Like, I guess, like, Is there anything else you would say that you also look for?
Well, definitely I look for your pedigree. That's one of the biggest things for me. Your pedigree got to be right. I know, you were just
No
saying,
ugly battlers? What?
huh? What you say?
Oh, no ugly battlers? I got you.
Your face gotta be symmetrical.
Well, no, I'm playing.
Nah, come on, tell the truth.
No,
Bree looks terrible. Just
no. The things
Sorry,
that
Taylor.
I'm looking for are really the more tangible things, you know what I mean, that I feel make for a battle rapper, and not even an entertainer. I'll say that. There's just things that you just have to have as an entertainer. And like y'all was saying earlier about like, someone wanting to do the trenches or wanting to do, pursue other opportunities. Common ain't common. Common sense ain't common in battle rap. So I do look for people who are their own people, who don't, who in taking this opportunity, there's certain things that when you're contacting me, I'm paying attention to how you move, how you've been moving, how the things you talk about on your social media, how you interact with the people that you're like, I'm nosy. I'm looking at everything. You know what I mean? Because obviously you're not in my face, so I can't, judge you from off of that. So I look at those things internally to see what type of person that you really are. If I want to even deal with you, because I got to deal with you most of the time. You understand? So those are the things I'm looking for, someone who's very strong-minded. Like I know I've heard y'all niggas sit up here and y'all puppets swing. But I don't like puppets. I don't respect it. I don't respect brown nosers. I will, Nini will tell you in the chat, yeah, you don't smooth me.
That's fact. That's
You will get cut smooth the fuck out I don't do that brown nose shit. I really don't. I will pass a comment by, because it's not about, I don't want you to be nice. I mean, it's just about the fact that you can't brown nose here. Yeah. Everybody's path, for the most part, is the same. You just gotta follow the program. You ain't gotta do all that extra shit. If you got a question or you don't agree with something, it's not about what you say, it's how you say it. Yeah, you can't talk to me any kind of way. I'm just not gonna allow that. But yeah, that's really what I look for. I'm not looking for anything crazy, but I mean, you got to look the part. You definitely got to look the part. In anything that you do, you should want to look the part. But other than that, yeah, those are the things. Those are the biggest things for me.
That makes perfect sense, though. You don't want nobody just come out here looking crazy.
OG Prime wants to know, when's his battle gonna drop?
It ain't dropping.
Sir, this is your platform. You can come on anytime you want. Just click the link. You got the link, sir.
I see, this is what I mean by you gotta read the room. You gotta read the room. There's a fly in here. I'm sorry, it's irking the hell out of me. You gotta read the room.
You talking shit.
Where the hell was you at 3:00?
Dang, Prime. Look,
I ain't gonna put your business out, but where was you at 3:00? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now go ask about your battle again.
Mm-hmm. Hey, look. We don't worry. We got it. We butter them up in our chat. We be like, nah, they waiting until they make the announcement number 4, and then they're gonna drop you right in the middle of all that madness. They got you. They're gonna give you big promo.
You missed your commitment today. That was your commitment. Mm-hmm.
You hear that, Prime? We're gonna talk.
Mm-hmm. You got one demerit. Now go put on a dunce hat and go stand in the corner.
You heard that, Prime? We're gonna talk.
Okay, we can't help you there, Prime. Dang, we ain't know that.
We're very adamant at the rabbit hole about following the process.
Yes.
Even though we like to break a lot of rules.
Ain't no breaking no rules. I will put your ass right on our dog.
You don't like the rules we break. We you know, if you want to be a star,
star,
you got to break the rules. You got to push the envelope a little bit.
Yeah, don't push over here. I don't budge. I don't budge, I don't bend, I don't fold. Yeah. I'm gonna set your ass. I'm gonna give you that rope. I'm gonna keep giving you that rope and I'm just gonna smile. And the bricks know me so well. They're like, you know what? They don't even understand. We ain't just smiling, but that ain't a good smile.
Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna talk
smile.
shit. I got it. We good because we can rap really good and we promote very well and we do what we're supposed to do. So we can break a rule every now and then.
Nah. Because if you allow one person one rope to bend, to break, to cut, somebody
we are not power. We are good. We are amazing.
But yeah, no, it's
we love you, Power. Shout out. I've been giving you shit all day.
Shout out to Power.
It's just, like I said, just have fun. I mean, when it starts to feel like work for real, it's, most people have nine to fives, I know, although they don't make it look like it's glamorous. You're supposed to be sleeping on people's couches, struggling to pursue your dreams. You're supposed to do all that so that they can talk about you in a battle and say that you sleep on somebody's couch. You ain't got no money, you're broke, you're musty, and all these different things, But you
could be a doctor. They gonna clown you in the battle.
You over here helping.
That's probably prime.
Operating on niggas.
That's the scope.
Insight too. That's insight. That's insight too.
Yeah, but that's again, it's just, I don't mind. Like I said, I want people to be free thinkers. I want them to be able to, if they don't like something, again, you can say what you want to say as long as it's all about how you say it. You can challenge. I expect for you to, because again, as I said a minute ago, I want people who are free thinkers. The process is going to be the process. You know what I mean? If you feel a certain way about something, that's cool. But at the same time, don't come with the bullshit. That's my thing about it. Don't come with the excuses. Don't come with the bullshit. I see through that quick fast, because 9 times out of 10, it was something that you did, and it was a question that I asked or a statement that I made that you responded to, and I'm gonna bring that back on you. And then I'm gonna be like, that's the reason why your ass got put on punishment, and now you got 1 strike left.
I feel it.
Let's go.
We good. We had our name on the board all the time. All the time. Chicks, everything. I had a desk outside of my class.
Gold stars
outside of the class. I had my desk outside of the class.
Oh, you was bad. Yeah, see, Brenda wasn't having that. She always said, yeah, you know what? Let this school call me at work. Let them call me. And I got to travel back home 2 hours in traffic to come to your school?
Nope. Yeah, Nope. Didn't have a black mama. Didn't have them problems. Nope. Nope. Sure didn't.
Yeah, no, Brenda was definitely Negro, but she was definitely blended. But the thing about that is, she didn't play them games. We not supposed to play them games. She knew everybody. My mother came from It Takes a Village. So there was never anything that she didn't know. We got that. You bought the beer at 11:45 before that was even a thing. Yeah, you play that shit.
Hey, look, that leads right into my next question. You've gotten the position now at RBE. Mm-hmm. Has this started to feel like family?
Who?
For you, has this started to feel like family for you?
You mean ARP and them, or?
Everybody, the entire, you've got a group of people that you rock with in this,
include everybody
in this journey you're taking.
That's I'm like, huh? What do you mean?
Okay, so we've at the Rabbit Hole, we've all met each other at different times, but it feels like family.
Well, see, that's the thing. I met them years ago. They were already like family.
Ah, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I didn't know that.
Circle. I just told you that.
Oh yeah, no, this wasn't on. He wasn't on.
Oh yeah.
I was coming home for work. Jeez.
Sorry, I forgot. But yeah, no, meeting them years ago, they were already like family for real. You know what I mean? That's just they. So when Lawrence brought me on, that's when Lawrence had told ARP, so look, Wing is coming on. We're gonna do this and that and the other. And it was just kind of like, oh, it's Wing. All right, yeah, that's cool. Rock out. that was his response. Like, hey, who the fuck else? I mean, you know, so it was never any, let me give it a side eye. It was never that, you know what I mean? Lawrence was like, well, you know, it's gonna take a while to kind of transition into this. You know, the label of Queen of RBE. I was like, look, I don't need no labels. I got an old title. You know, that's not what I'm here to do. I don't want to be, I'm the queen of me. You know what I mean? I don't need a title as far as for the culture. That's not, you know what I mean? That doesn't make me any less known. I like being, I've always called myself the less known person that knows everybody. You know what I mean? I've always called myself that. The more people that know you, the more scrutiny you get, the more shit talking. Right. I've had my share of that. I don't need any more. Again, I have a horrible temper when you come for me because I don't.
Less known person that knows everybody.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Hey, that sounds like the Illuminati. I knew we were in the right place. I knew it. I knew it. We finna come up.
No, I just keep a low profile. I don't run around and be like, oh, name dropping. I don't do shit like that. There's no reason to have to really do that. It's just, you know what I mean? I'm cool with this people. I'm cool with that person. I let that person tell it. So it's just kind of like, oh, that's who that is. I've been to places, I mean, when we used to go out to spit that heat and, you know, we'll come back, we'll be in a Facebook group and they'll be like, oh yeah, I'll be talking about a battle or whatever. And then like, you were there? Yeah, I was there. Where was you at? Wait, why you didn't say? I just never, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm a lurker. I do like to sit back. I like to see how people act.
You're intelligent enough to be in the spotlight, but you don't want it.
You know what? My OG, she used to tell that is the very thing she used to tell people. She's like, y'all really don't know Wing for real. She will be right there in the spotlight, but she will run from it. Yeah. I don't know. You know what? I know it would never change me, but the scrutiny, and I don't really, I'm not a big person on, I care what you think about me. I don't like to be lied on. That's my biggest thing. Anybody that knows me, you say something that I said and you say it the wrong way, I'm all over you. Yeah. Like, you got to, don't tell me what I said, don't tell me what I did.
Oh, and it's hard in the spaces, we know.
You feel me? It's hard to combat that in a culture of ignorant motherfuckers that look to do that look to pull your strings and take glory in it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, you know, and then on top of that, you know, getting into it with certain people, I ain't really with all that. Some of these motherfuckers, I done been right there in their faces and never anything happened. And they knew who I was. So, you know, I don't feel like I have to combat shit like that. You know, I'm a mother at the end of the day, and I ain't going to jail for none of you motherfuckers. So,
you gotta know how to protect your energy and protect your peace.
Right. You know, I'm a ignorant motherfucker. I lost my entire family and had to fight for my sanity. I have to make sure that I'm protecting, you know, my energy, because you don't know what goes on in here. Right. You know what I mean? I was diagnosed a manic depressive. So I know, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, just leave me the fuck alone, because I'm gonna leave you alone. Right. I'm not gonna worry about this, because again, this is battle rap. This is where you got so many people living a false narrative of who they are. You know what I mean? So yeah, leave me alone, because I'm over here in my bubble.
Right.
You know, don't use me to when you mad at somebody else and start, you know, like a lot of different shit. So I done had the lies on me. I done had a motherfucker sit there and lie straight on Twitter in my face as if I was not gonna see it, and was like, really? This is what we doing?
Right.
So yeah, I liked the back. I like the back. I really do. So, you know, that's just kind of me. And just, I've been around stars. I've been, you know, having my uncles, I see their lives. I've seen their lives, you know, when I was growing up, and nobody want that shit. Nobody wants that, so yeah, I like this. And I have daughters. I don't need the tabloids of battle rap saying different shit and doing all this and that and the third. And my daughters see that shit online. I don't need that. So yeah, I stay in my little bubble. Do what I do. Mhm.
It's a peaceful place. It is.
Somewhat.
Well, yeah, we're not trying to do intake, so we feel for you there. We
Yeah, if you, I don't know how
salute to you. We
you are with us, but we don't have many events.
You were a godsend to us because we was like, oh, y'all are all in the process now. We ain't gotta throw no event.
We had no event.
We had no events. We trying to figure out what your schedule is to see if we can fit. If we can't,
Like,
that's
oh,
all right.
we got extra money. Let's throw the max out.
Okay. I'm glad I could oblige. I just need consent,
Oh man. Battle rap. It can be cool sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
And it's really up to how we conduct ourselves and what we contribute to battle rap that makes it cool. Right? You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I mean, it's and that's what I take stylists in out of all the other ignorant shit. Because it's outside of this, I'm on the Wody panel. And then, and that can be hectic in itself, so it's it has its ups and downs. And like I said, it as we said, it's a 24-hour job.
Yeah.
But to be able to help so many people, like, again, that's the reward for me. That's why I don't mind, being in the background. Let them do them. And actually, that's what I've told everybody, that thank you, Wing, for the opportunity. Now, the way you thank me is get on that goddamn stage and show out.
Right.
Yeah, don't be out here messing up my goddamn good name. But that's the way I feel like that. Thank you. Just go out there and rock out. Make the best of this opportunity as you possibly can. Keep your head down. Understand what it is that I'm trying to show you, and we're gonna be good to go. And then even with people who don't make the 16 or don't make it through all the way to the end or whatever the case may be, understand you still at arm's reach. I'm that person that's always gonna recreate situations for you. You know what I mean? You've made it now, to be honest, because these are people where if we want to do a 1SK situation, y'all are the 1SKs. If you don't make it, y'all are the 1SKs. Right. You may end up in the blue room on a 1SK battle. You just never know. You got Venom and Procolini that made it to the house. You know what I mean? So it's like, there's so many open opportunities for you. That's kind of why ARP really didn't want the process on the end of it, because there's so many things that can happen out of it. And what he didn't want to happen is for somebody to feel like, oh, well, this person got this and they didn't deserve it. It's kind of, but every time the person can say what they did or somebody didn't deserve, I have 100 reasons why they did.
Right.
Which is, and I don't know if you even considered this. This is another thing you've revolutionized, is that you've taken local battle rap, small stages, and you've made them matter, because you're taking guys who are local heroes. And now, even though we would love to have their battles drop on our smaller platforms, their battles are dropping on RBE.
Yes.
And everyone who knows them sees it. And so they come home, and now their situations, even locally, are turned up.
Yeah.
They create so much energy at the level below you. You have no idea how many people want. I'm going to take a random name like Trap Bandicoot.
Mm-hmm.
You have no idea how many people in South Carolina want to battle Trap Bandicoot just because he's had battles on RBE. You've made local battle rap. The small platforms matter. Thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And this is part of what I meant by, even if you didn't make it, make the best of you being on the RBE platform and your battles drop.
Right.
Make it matter for you, because yesterday's price ain't today's price now.
Talk.
That part. Some of these guys are getting numbers they ain't never had before.
Thanks.
Oh,
Off of battling somebody they don't even, the other person they don't even know.
you don't know how much it means to a local battle rapper. And I don't mean that in a slight for anybody listening.
I get it. Mm-hmm.
To see your battle do 5,000 views, to know that 5,000 people watched your battle.
That didn't know who you were, commented on your battle and talked about how fire you are. Possibly even if they gave critique, they said, you know what? That's somebody to watch for.
Right. Yeah. And then went and said, well, I got to go check out other battles. You know what I'm saying? Battles that they never would have checked out before. Now it's 2-3-year-old battles is getting new comments like, oh, RBE brought me here. Like, you know, that's crazy.
Who's this guy with 12,000 views?
Exactly. Putting up numbers first time out. Absolutely. But this is what I mean by when I say too, some of these cats ain't been off the porch past the mailbox. So you wouldn't know what this feels like. You can't talk about, you cannot speak on somebody else's situation when you've never taken a walk in their shoes.
Right.
Understand? And a lot of people try to do that. You know what I mean? So it's like to sit here and tell somebody, oh, well, this process is this process is that. My nigga, some of these people have never had that. Right. Have never had that. Right. Those are things when I was managing in battle rap or consulting in battle rap. These are some of the things that I'm like, you know, yeah, it's cool to want this dollar because you were over here. And that's fine, but do they know you on the other side of the country, on the other side of the nation? Not country, but well, yeah, country. Do they know you over here in this demographic? Do they know you outside of the hometown hero that you are? Right. No, they don't.
Right. Even as far as like motherfuckers will pay, you know, $1,500, $2,500 to get a big name to come, and it still doesn't have the same effect as that a no name on that platform. Like
right.
Twerk got battles with local guys that only got 2,000 views.
Say it again.
Pick on Twerk. I'm just saying.
But
thank you. The thank you needs to be given to you, Lawrence, RBE, ARP. It's yeah. Because the biggest thing the most important thing you can give any artist is confidence, and you're giving these guys confidence.
That's all. And a lot of times that's all they needed. That's all they needed. You just got it on a channel, even though if you didn't get that many views, you got on a channel with well over 400,000 people.
Right.
You feel me? Like battling a local fucking name.
Yep.
So yeah.
Thank you very much. It means a lot.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what we're here to do. That's again. I built it, it came. I did not expect for it to be this wonderful. I had no expectations, but I just believed in if they came and did their jobs, the fruits of their labor would show, and it's doing that. So, you know, something that ARP also said was there's a standard now, even within the intake, there's a standard. His biggest thing was never go against the exclusiveness of anything that you're doing. And so that's the other part of this too. Everybody won't be intake worthy. Understand that. Everybody is not intake worthy. Everybody is not intake worthy. They're not gonna be. Doesn't mean that you can't be, but that just means that you have something to work to. That RBE stage, we don't look at the bigger stage or the smaller stage as different. They're very equal. You come on that RBE stage, it's different. no matter where it is. It's different when you get under them lights. It's different. You know, it made me proud. The first intake, some of the guys had never even had like portrait pictures. Like it's this thing that they do, and rest in peace, Ben. Ben had a whole vision where he had them in black and white pictures that he did, and had like a whole little setup. That shit was crazy. How
Don't shake your head, Nene. Go bars. Don't play us. We've done this.
By the way, you know, that all the different, I would call the guys over, hey, they're trying to get this, and they're like, huh? You know, they had no idea what they were trying to do, where they're standing in the back and where it's black, and you just kind of see them just kind of standing there doing, like, they never had that before. They've never been professionally filmed before. Like, that was a feeling in itself to see that that experience. Because ARP was like, when I finally gave him the plan, that's the other part I missed. When I finally gave him the plan, he was like, oh, okay, you know what? If you put this much thought into it, okay, check this out. Ruin your day about the filming. Everyone that you do, ruin your day filming.
Hey, look, you know what blew my mind? First of all, the Blue Room completely, the look blew my mind. But as a local guy, to see a cameraman shut a whole crowd up and go 3, 2, 1, blew my mind. I'm like, what is going on?
Yes. Very
It's really a movie.
Amazing.
Motherfuckers be saying it's gonna be a movie. It's really a movie.
It's really a movie. Yes. And they do not change that. They don't change it. It's the same way. So yeah, the first one they did the B-roll footage where, and I think all of them they done that, where they had the meeting with the bricks or whatever. Like they film it all. I can't wait for this trailer. After we do 4, we're gonna do a trailer, kind of just a kind of chronological order type trailer, where we're showing the process. The highs, the lows, the conversations, like the shit gonna be, I have a whole picture in my head. The shit gonna be crazy, you know? So yeah, I'm trying to have that, you know, for this, you know, when we go into these finals. Yep, that's what we're doing.
The rabbit hole encapsulates all those experiences.
Ain't no space.
Okay, well, if it looked like the 4K footage, yeah, definitely, you know, but that's what we want to do. Like I said, we have footage that Ben shot that we just kind of have on hold right now. Because we were actually putting that together initially from the first one. And then Ben passed away. So we kind of, you know, put a hold on it too. But just kind of taking little bits and pieces of everything that we're doing on camera, off camera. They have all that. We also shot a trailer here in Virginia for where we were initially supposed to have the first event. We're gonna add that on. Like it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be real crazy. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Like to see it all put together. The journey from the first intake on down to once the end of the 4th, it's about to be fucking crazy.
All the way up to Nene versus Loaded Lux. Again, I'm lying.
Well, you know, let me tell you something. Not even just that. The interesting part with this intake and how shit unfolds. You know, we're talking about the battlers who, unfortunately, whatever the reasons were. And the situations where it has prevented certain battlers from advancing or their opportunities missed in their intake. The universe is just funny in how it moves, you know, because as I keep trying to tell these guys, while Uncle Nene, NA spun the block, but Uncle Nene, Keys, XO, and I think they're the only 3 that did not get a chance to battle on intake 3. While y'all had them on this side, and they probably already could have been placed or would have been placed, I believe. I say could have been because, again, y'all know motherfuckers be hanging on words. But where they could have been placed within that 16 or 24, for this to battle intake 4, they're now on the intake 4 side, going against their peers. I don't know that they really understand. I'm only picking 16 out of 56 people.
Talk. Ziggy B, his feelings gonna be hurt.
Damn, man, we finna get Ziggy out. Ziggy ain't gonna make the 16. That shit crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard. I don't feel bad for the judges. But yeah, and I don't want to judge. I just don't make me judge.
I done my share of judging. I don't like judging.
Yep.
Yeah, listen, when I judged for King of the Dot, never again. I liked it. No, I'm good.
You gotta have a different type of focus to judge, and then
you really do. You really do.
People be on you because it's like, but then it's like, I like what I like. I might not like. We could be judged on the same battle where I might like something that you didn't like. So
they were mad at me. They were very mad at me. But Organic, and shout out to him, and Copacetic, every time I love that system because, and that not for nothing, this judging system is actually based off of King of the Dots judging criteria because we actually helped to implement that criteria. So I asked Copacetic, could I borrow that? And so he sent me the information for it. And that's, what it's judged on, what it's based off of. But they was kind of mad at me because I didn't care about your chokes, your stumbles, none of that. I don't care if you're this person in the culture, hey, you didn't give that great of a performance. I won't say that I'm a bad judge. I'm a hard judge. I am. Like, I don't care. I'm expecting you're supposed to be this person and I'm expecting this. Like the Swords was so mad at me. Oh, that she must be active home girl. No, nigga, you were supposed to come in there and kill that man. You're the Swords.
How do you feel like you combat, like, when it comes to it sound like a battle being different in the building compared to being on footage?
I can hear everything. I can hear absolutely everything. The thing that I tell the judges is, it's a different feeling in the building. And I actually tell the intake as well as the bricks, there's 2 battles. It's that cam battle and it's that in the building battle. It's one of the reasons why you needed to start going to battle rap events because I needed that energy. I like going better than watching the room. But you can't go off a feeling. That's why you need to have a structured score system. So you have, you know what I mean? Because if you're going off of feeling how that battler made you feel versus this battler, those words that battler may have been saying may have been crazy, but you're going off the feel of what that person said. You need to see that on camera.
And that's why I love the cam.
The cam footage is always, you know what I mean? It's gonna always be different.
More people see the cam. I feel like on average, more people do see the cam than in the building.
Yeah. So exactly. So like Benny was saying, Uncle Nini's birthday. Matter of fact, we'll use that. And he was like, oh, that's trash. But then when we explained to him what had happened, it was like, hell no, you had to be. See, those are things again when you're judging. Right then, you may not catch that. That's a whole freestyle. The only difference was you could see in the back that happy birthday. So if I say I was on cam judging that battle, I'm looking at everything anyway as I'm listening. The way I pick battles, even when I was just doing the open 1SKs, I do listen off of feel as well because I want to have the best type of style clash. So if I'm picking somebody to battle somebody else, I have a method and that's why with me, it's like, don't send me what you think is your best battle. Don't send me nothing with a top tier because that may not have been your best. I am going to go over your catalog though. I feel like, so when I'm watching the battles, like I'll clean up, I'll go walk away. I'm occupying myself somehow where I'm just listening. So I don't see you. I'm just listening. I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna watch it. I may go to your round to see what you did. Then I'll go back to that other round to see how you compared it. And I'll just do that. I have a whole freaking process. I have a complete process of how I watch battles, depending on what I'm doing or how I'm trying to pick. So that I can kind of get the feel for, you know what, if this person says this to this person, that would be kind of dope to see how they would deal with this. You know, yeah, my mind just it's different. It's
You're
really
trying to smoke them. Is that fair to say? Like every guy you set up, yeah,
Yeah.
get you 30. It can go either way. You can die, he can die, but we're trying to make that happen.
I want it to be the best freaking battle. You know, with Uncle Nene and Osiris, a lot of people didn't know that he was Lou Castro's brother. Something that he was trying to stay away from, I needed him to bring out. And I told him that, like, that's who you are. Uncle Nene is a all-around battler. You're gonna need that comment. You're gonna need these different things. So I'm gonna see how you're gonna combat him. And that's what we do.
Now I want to talk to Osiris because now I'm remembering. I don't recall. I remember Lou being there for this intake too, and he was not in the footage, which is kind of dope on his part. So now I want to talk to Osiris.
Yeah.
I remember Osiris saying that in the spaces before the battle that he just didn't want, you know what I'm saying? And I get
He wants to be able to make his name by himself, and he wants to stray away from this. He was like, you know, living in a household with him, hell, we're funny together. Like, where do you think he got it from? That makes so much sense. They're brothers. You know what I mean? I'm sure they played around and was, you know, playing different characters. That's what kids do. You know what I mean? And they grew up like that. But it's like, bro, that's who you are. You have bars though. To me, you're more lyrical than him. So to add the funny or show your personality, I'm sorry, he is. Did I say something wrong?
No, I agree with you.
Okay. Because I said it in the spaces. That's no pun intended. Lou does what he does great.
Right.
But to be able to show the differences, because that's what people are gonna do. When they really start to realize that they are brothers, that's exactly what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, for me, it's just kind of like, all right, well, show that you have that in you, because you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. Show that you can do this, but you can turn it on and off, because you may not do that with every battle. This is one of those ones that you could have done that in.
Right.
I got you, bro. When you see this, you'll know he finna lose his next battle. Shout out Kid Def.
Shout out Kid Def.
Smoke him.
Carolina shit.
Big Carolina shit. Big Carolina shit. Big Carolina intake. Big Carolina bricks. All that. We finna smoke Osiris. He finna be out of here.
We be biased when it be necessary. We all the time.
Better trial for bullpen or something. I don't know. You out here, buddy.
Oh Lord.
Look, that's why. Look, we just talked about that Nene this weekend. They said, "I'm gonna tell Sarah he done got beat by 3. He about to get beat by 3 Carolina niggas." I'm like, "Well, shoot, Nene from Virginia." He was like, "No, Nene still Carolina." I was
Get
like,
him out of here.
Okay.
I tell you what.
You know what I'm saying? How much Lou Castro tried to charge us for a battle, man? We finna get his brother out of here. Fuck that.
I better make sure Kid Def be on his promo. Otherwise, it ain't gonna matter if he wins.
Oh, okay. Oh, look, I'm gonna have to talk to them.
Monday,
Def ain't RabbitHole, but he'll
his
feel
rounds. He got you, Queen.
Little Birdie told me that Kid Def got some good promo coming on the way.
Oh,
You done tapped into the God?
Now, here's the other part to that. The problem is that some of them also struggle with the fact that they don't understand you're supposed to promote and be visible when you're not back as well.
That is true.
Just saying. We just spoke about the hometown heroes that are, you know, because of the RBE footage that's dropping, they're becoming more visible. Why would you not battle? Why would you not promo even after those battles?
Facts.
This is where you're supposed to be even more visible.
Facts.
Something to think about. We'll regroup.
Now that was an exclusive.
Something to think about. Yeah.
Very exclusive.
I'm
trying to come up with a rebuttal for it. That shit crazy.
Yeah.
You can.
We regroup. It's okay. We know now.
But see, they already know this. They already know this.
Oh, so that's game they already up on, and if they don't take advantage of that, then that's on them.
Why do you think I said those who are affiliated with RabbitHole should be utilizing RabbitHole? Like
that was a universe too, because I think we were all tuned into that space at the same time when we heard that, and we all jumped in our chat and was like, "See."
You know, do y'all just listen? Do you listen to music or do you just skim through it?
Big shout out to OG Prime. Let me go say that right now. He's been trying to get on the show, and we've been denying him on purpose.
Listen, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. OG, now I know I'm gonna write that in the
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We would build a little hunger in him. That's all. That's all. He gonna be on real soon.
Yeah, but yeah, that's that. Yeah. For the most part, I know you still thinking. You still thinking.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
There's nothing.
Because the process isn't for everybody, but I still think everybody can utilize the process.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Be all you can be with RB.
Hey, on that note, I'm gonna say I know Miss Wing probably got a spaces or two that she trying to host because
about an hour ago, but yes.
We appreciate you.
We way more interesting than y'all over there, you know what I'm saying?
They're probably over there waiting like
they really are. They really are. Everybody should be off of work now.
They still over there at RabbitHole. They jealous.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't talking about nothing but Powers unseasoned food and you know what I'm saying?
I want to say I appreciate you for coming on here, rocking with the family, RabbitHole, you know what I'm saying? Definitely hope we can get some more, I really would love to see if we get Lawrence in front of a camera a time or two, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna try to make it happen.
Okay, good.
He don't like to be on cam.
He's like an alien in the culture. I feel like everybody knows him, but we don't know him.
You don't know, right?
Look, I told Knowledge, I said, I don't think I know it. And he was like, you'll know if you see him. And I was like, oh yeah.
Don't do me like that, boo. Chill.
But I didn't know. I thought I didn't know. I don't be knowing folks, but you know me. I only know folks know me. I try to know the people that need to be known, but
that's the way I am. Hey, you know me. I will walk past you and be like, I said, motherfuckers be looking like, okay, she didn't say nothing. Nope, I sure did.
The way them events do, I try not to bother you. I told you last time.
I know it. Look like, bro.
Really? Hectic.
2 feet away from me and she ain't said nothing.
I let you do your work.
Pull me over here. It was like, okay, you know what? I can't. I see. Everybody says I like Wayne. You was in a moment, or you say, or you was doing this. I didn't want to say nothing. Y'all feel free. It's okay. I know how to be. Hey, yeah, that and sometimes, because Lawrence be there, but he don't be there. Right. So, and then the fact that I am doing everything, it's kind of like he knows that I have my people in place. So, it's like he's there because it's kind of like, let me get the experience, let me put my eyes on these people, let me do this, let me do that, get familiar with what she's doing, what they've done, whatever. That's really what he's there to do. Other than that, I tell him stay on my way. Don't ask me when he can't. Lawrence, don't ask me a whole bunch of questions. So who do you like? Who you think? Lawrence, we are watching the battle. Stop talking to me.
Right.
Like seriously, he know. After the event is over, Lawrence always do that. After every event, why are you trying to ask me? No, Lawrence, I have been aggravated with him to try to calm it down. Answer on the phone. Like, that's not what I do, Lawrence. You know that I have a whole system. This is my creative art. Like, let me do what I do. No, I need to think about the battles. I need to
marinate on it.
Right. And
maybe Lawrence just already knows who he likes.
He does. And he does, but that ain't me. But see, the thing about it is, he on the outside looking in, because your ass choose not to be in these damn chats. So you can't tell me. Because he's like, well, I feel like such and such should be in the 16. I don't care, Lauren. I don't care what you think. You there? Did you see this? Did they do that? Oh yeah. Then stop talking to me until I'm ready to do what I'm doing. You don't have a say. I will take your tutelage under advisement, but you ain't got a say.
Right.
And normally we be on the same page with stuff anyway.
Right.
So, you know, it be all right. But yeah, he came over there. He was all excited. I told him, you and ARP, y'all be excited off first goddamn battles. No. As we overzealous as hell. No, go over there, man. Because you ain't watching what I'm watching. You don't want to be in the chat with them. And then, oh, no. Okay. Simmer down. Yeah.
Indeed.
Hey, but we gotta get to these faces. You know you know, Power hot as fuck right now. He mad as shit.
Man,
Hey, Miss.
I'm about to pop in there.
Hey,
I
look.
know I'm in some RabbitHole shit.
Hey,
I
look,
don't give a damn.
on behalf of Uncle Nene, Boog, myself, Scoop, XO, OG Prime, Insight, and Coke, we appreciate you rocking with the RabbitHole and stopping by. We hope this isn't the last time.
Hey,
Jump
call
over
on
to
me.
the spaces on Twitter. Y'all follow
Please.
us to Twitter and jump on the RBE intake space. Thank
And
you.
if you have friend
Thank you for
requested
the energy
me
you put in
after
battle
this,
rap.
if you have been requesting me after this, please don't be upset if I don't accept. Again, y'all have heard my story. I don't friend everybody. I'm not that person. I will investigate to see if I even want you as a friend on my social media. Don't feel offended.
Watch Bishop's battle. I did it. Lenny Bishop, that's his name, Bishop. Big
I know
guy.
who Bishop is. I know who he is.
We build certain relationships that we value. That's
You know what, and that's one of the other things too. I really tried to stay away from it. And that was me really trying not to put so many people from different places or from the same place, to try to keep those stigmas away. But it's just kind of hard because these are majority of
Carolina Fire.
Yeah,
I mean, not even just Carolina. You got Carolina, you got Georgia,
And
you got Midwest and Virginia. And that's not even because I'm here. I mean, you got to understand, I know people in all of these places. So this is where the people are coming in from. I can't help that. If y'all are interested, California has been kind of hard because travel and all of that. It's really, hey, I'm from the West. Watch it now. I would love to have my Californians, more of them. We had a guy that was from, MacMan was from, and he ended up getting a great promotion. And you know what? He wasn't thinking about battle rap. So he had to fall out, you know, he had to basically bail out, which is, again, you can't even be mad at that because in life he was winning. Right. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got Fade over here who's grandfathered in, but definitely Cali, y'all know, hit my DMs. If you are interested, I'm gonna start early because again, we have the gulag that we are going to spin the block with. The intake fee is now $60. You pay that intake fee and you go through my assessment. And if that's, you know, you decide, if you're called on and you decide to, after you send your footage, send me one battle, do not inundate my Instagram DM with 100 battles. Every few months, if you're doing a battle and it drops, please, you can update by all means. But send me what you think is one of your best battles and where you left it all on the floor. You know what I mean? I don't really care how old it is because I will go through your profile and see these things. But like I said, when I start, what I'm trying to do, if you are in tune with the intake, if you're not, get in tune with the intake. What I don't want, what I really have despised in this process is people wanting opportunity and not knowing what the fuck you here for. That is such a slight, I feel personally, because we've been doing this for 9 months. I don't know if you just caught on or you saw a flyer. I asked those questions. I definitely asked those questions. And the best answer is the truth, because then I know how to deal with you, because you done paid your money and all this, and then all of a sudden it's okay. Well, yep, I'm in the intake, and you said, well, you know what? Just hit me up when I'm ready to battle. I will refund your money and send you on your way. Because I send everybody a 4-page letter to outlining everything that this process is, what I'm trying to build, the things that I'm expecting of you, what you can expect of me. I send all of that. So it is no, oh, I didn't know. Yeah, that was your first test. You didn't pay attention or follow instructions. You just sent the money. What do I want somebody in this intake process for like that?
Right.
It ain't about the money for me. You got people I don't want to talk about other people's situations, but you got situations where niggas is telling you the buy-in is $200. For what? Like I told ARP and Lawrence, my reasons for even putting a price on it is because I felt if you had a fee that you needed to pay, you would take it more seriously. That's the only reason why I even charged. I thought,
well, you gotta pay for the building. Shit, what the fuck you talking about?
well, I mean, put it like this. That does help.
They know what it is.
Right, that does help. I don't feel like anything over $100 is necessary. You know what I mean? Because I was actually gonna do a private event, but that changed. But
that won't work.
I was so like, I'm telling you, I had the whole system worked out and then didn't realize, there's other expenses, but because everything else was taken care of. So it was just kind of like, in the response, I did not think it was going to be that big of a response. Yeah. So the fact that it was such a big response, it was definitely, things that needed to be done. So I just did not feel comfortable in my spirit trying to charge like an exorbitant amount of money. Right. I really did. I really did. And especially when Ruin Your Day was paid for. So that was kind of my thing. But yes, buildings and stuff like that, it may go up. I don't know. I understand people work just like I do. So while I want people to be able to succeed, I'm not gonna go crazy on a price to where it takes that ability away from them. You know what I mean? So, and they understand that. So yeah, that's just what it is.
Good. That's good, because some of the best talent is broke as shit. Just realistically, like.
And I didn't want to say it like that, but yeah, definitely. So
it's the rabbit hole. We say the shit.
And it's okay when you say it, but let me say it, and then it's taken all out of context. You feel me?
Fuck them, man. They wet.
I have on my partner league hat. When I get on a podcast, it's something totally different. I change hats, but yeah. So other than that, let me get out of here and do the space before these folks
get to that spaces, because they probably talking about all types of dumb stuff right now.
Can you let them know we going up to the spaces right now? And I'm the host. That's the problem. I'm hosting today. So.
Everybody jump over on Twitter and jump on the RBE spaces. We appreciate y'all coming out tonight. We'll be back. You know what? I think I'm gonna do something tomorrow. You guys gonna be free tomorrow?
And last thing, if you're sending footage, I only accept it on my Instagram. I will not accept it anywhere else. Twitter, if I'm not following you back, you can't send me footage anyway. See? Nene, was that you or was that you?
There you go.
Okay.
You get on the intake process, send the footage to the Instagram, Winged Truths Instagram page.
It is not winged. I thought you was playing.
Hey, look, I was gonna give you the whole country spiel. I was gonna be like, Wanged Truths. I'm a Carolina boy from East Carolina, you know what I mean? Wanged Truth is how we pronounce it.
No. Just like, yeah, you Southerners don't, I don't understand why you put a TH in my name, in my real name, when it's Alita. Shit ever. Yeah, I don't understand in the South, Alita.
Alita.
But no, it's not it's a leader. You
Alita.
gotta put it, we put it all together, a leader. You don't even hear the T. Bam. Wang
Now
and
he's
Truth, a
Now he's
leader.
from the
Get
other
on
side
over
of
to the
Carolina.
spaces
That's
now.
all. He not from this Raleigh-Durham area.
Right.
He's not from the Raleigh-Durham area.
Right.
That's all that is.
But yes, it is winged, WINGED, truth, _ the breakdown.
Winged Truth.
It's in the description.
Underscore.
Matter of fact, I put your IG and Twitter.
Thank you,
already.
thank you. See?
Yeah.
I's
Yeah.
got a diploma.
Terrible.
Terrible.
All right, y'all.
All right, y'all, much love.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
Appreciate
I
you guys.
really appreciate y'all. This was fun. This was definitely fun. Although it was later in the day, it's on my off day.
It's okay. we
Thank you
appreciate
for stopping by.
Anytime, hit me up. I'm here.
All right.
How
We
y'all
don't have our
have
soundboard, but you know, the
Yeah.
Rabbit Hole
Whole
podcast.
podcast, y'all know.
Love you.
All right, y'all.